Whiskey World. What is up, everyone? How are you? I am doing well. At least I think I am. I do apologize about the lighting. The lighting is a little weird. It seems like it's very bright, and I didn't change anything. So I feel like I'm Casper right now, like super, super pale. But I'm doing okay, guys. So just want to say hi to a couple people here in the chat really quick. Tonight we have some special guests hopping on like we did last week. Completely forgot to make a thumbnail to add into the Turks and Drifting Drams and Marty over Whiskey Nose. Just didn't even think to do it, but we have some special guests coming on tonight. We have Andy and Todd from 21090. We have Sean from Whiskey Wars. We have Christopher David, and we have Eric Desmarais coming on. And I sent them a blind that should be rather interesting. And we'll get into kind of some details of that. Let's say hi to a couple people here in the chat, though, really quick, guys. John, Top Dog's in the house. Let's get the party started. Cheers, buddy. Katie Turk, Ethan Turk, the newest members. I still have to do some updates to this, guys. I kind of I just wanted to see how it worked out. All the emojis and stuff like that are all going to stay, but I am gonna have some kind of like gifty type things on there. I just got to get all the fine details worked out. So have a little bit of off time this week that I can take a look at that. So Whiskey Nose is in the house. What's going on, Marty? Tim Gargis is in the house. What's going on, Tim? Good to see you. Let me look at this thing here instead. Who else we got here? We got OG Brick 420. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Again, I apologize about the lighting. It is it's bothering me. But Cam Lochner is in the house. What's going on, brother? Again, thank you, Katie and Ethan, to becoming a member of the Dusty Ones. Again, that's something I'm going to continuously update. So stay tuned on that end. The purple crayons, gotta love it. Doug H, cheers, man. Good to see you. Jake McKee's in the house. Cheers, man. Good to see you. Oh, we got Drifting Drams. Okay, they split accounts now. Big Vic is in the house. What's going on, buddy? Mark Mace is in the house. Cheers, Mark. Cheers, all. Enjoying a little luxury in C.H. Taylor. Oh, it's supposed to be E.H. Taylor, single barrel. Very nice. Very nice choice. Peter B is in the house. Cheers, man. JG said Dusty Dan is at the tanning salon now. He is Dusty Tan. That's good. Joe Graves is in the house. We tried to get Joe on, but he wasn't able to. Wish he was. It's been a lot of fun. Cheers, Joe. Good to see you, man. Can't wait to hang out with you here soon. Renee P is in the house. What's going on, Renee? Hope you and John are doing well. What else we got? Tim Corney's in the house. What's going on, man? Says, looking forward to getting your Sagamore pick. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Amy Bohm is in the house. What's going on, Amy? Good to see you. EJ's in the house. Cheers. Jeff Perkins is in the house. Cheers, Jeff. Good to see you. Oh, JG just became a member of the Dusty Ones. Thank you, guys. Again, much appreciated. Like I said, there will be perks to it. Just gotta give me a little bit of time just to kind of play around with it. So I do appreciate it, though, guys. Thank you. I need to turn all this stuff down because I'm getting ding, ding, ding going on here. All right. Let me get back to where we were here. I'm sorry, guys. Richie Z is in the house. Dusty One. Isn't that the first Dusty in space? Yes, it is. I've got to pick up my Sagamore picket UPS. All right, guys. So tonight is the finals of this Blind Barrel Proof Showdown. I cannot believe how long I've been having this thing run. But thank all you guys for staying tuned. And I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun. So, and I didn't even add ryes. I've been thinking about doing a rye one, but maybe a little bit longer down the road. I have some other things I'm looking to kind of do here on the channel. So I have a lot of reviews I'm backed up on. I got a sampler from Barrelcraft Spirits that I'm going to do. I have the Backbone Big Bash to review. I have a Seal Box 15-year The Midwinter Nights Dram, the Act 10, I think it is. They got the from Dancing Goat. So this whiskey finished in my top 5 last year, but it was their 7-year. This is their 8-year that they sent to me. So looking forward to getting into that as well. That should be a lot of fun. Let me scroll down here, guys. I'm sorry. I don't like using this. I don't like using the laptop, but where are we? JG again, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. And again, guys, I'll have some gifts and stuff like that to give out. Just gotta give me a little bit. Jake, thank you so much, man, for becoming a member. Much appreciated. What's everyone's order for tonight's Blind Barrel Proof Showdown? We will get into that in 1 second. Alex Briera's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. Tim Roberts is in the house. Cheers. Cam, Mr. Whiskey Shits is in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. I want to have you on as well, so stay tuned. Whiskey Wars in the house. Cheers to you, man. I'm glad that the sample pack made it to you, buddy. Cooler Running's in the house. What's going on, man? JH is in the house. What's going on, Jay? Good to see everybody. Got 35 in the chat. So tonight, guys, for the finals, we have the Four Roses single barrel pick. This is from the Perfect Pour, which is a place right by me. It's a 10-year OESV. We have the ECBP B520. We have the Mash and Journey Houdini pick. And we have the Bardstown Discovery Series 7. So 4 really good whiskeys in here tonight. So this should be a lot of fun. And then after this blind, we are going to do another blind. I have Todd and Andy from 21090. We have Sean from Whiskey Wars. Christopher, David, and Eric Desmarais are all going to be on. I sent them a blind, and should be a lot of fun. So I think I sent them quite the sample pack. So we'll see, guys. What's everybody drinking? What is everybody drinking on this fine Monday evening? And again, guys, I apologize for the lighting. I don't know what's different about it, but it's a lot brighter for some reason. The moose is in the hoose. Cheers. All right, so I'm going to mix these up. So again, I want to get into this blind with these guys here. No idea what's what. All right. Okay, that's enough. Man, I think I poured these a little heavy. That's good. There's only 4 of them, so. Saucy Shane is in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you. I miss OG Bricks drinking that Disco 8. I thought I had that one here, but I left it at the house. JG with the $5 super chat. Cheers, JG. Much appreciated. So I will be having some giveaways tonight, guys. I think all but 3 packages went out from this last one. So everything is out but 3 packages. I'll be getting those out tomorrow. So in this old Quaker bottle behind me here, I do have I poured a decanter in here from an 89. No, I'm sorry, a 92. Was it 92? Was it 92? Man, I can't know. This was a, what was this? It was a turkey decanter. So this is a wild turkey decanter that's in here. I just refilled it because I love the bottle. But so we'll give away a sample of the Old Quaker tonight. We'll do another sample of the Old Oscar Pepper. I can do another sample of this Kentucky Tavern here. Man, this lighting is really messing me up. We'll give you another sample of the Kentucky Tavern. And then I don't know. We'll see what happens. I can give away some stuff, though. So if there's anybody in the house, I can just keep track of any kind of super chats. We'll do a couple giveaways tonight. I do have a couple things that I picked up that we'll be getting into as well. Again, there's some turkey decanters. There's some Old Foresters from the 50s. So we can do some of them as well, guys. So there will be giveaways tonight. Robert Shea is in the house. What's going on, Robert? Good to see you. Trying to catch up on the chat here, guys. I'm sorry. Amy says, I'm not drinking anything last night on Livewire. Yeah. What else we got? Peter B says he's warming up with some Eagle Rare, now having Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast. Very nice. Very nice. Salty Lettuce is in the house. What's going on, Salty? Good to see you. Rob Zilla's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you as well, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping in. Tim Tam Slam. Only 27 hours, 48 minutes, and 3 seconds until February. You got it. Till the end of dry January. That's right. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Again, the bottles that are in here tonight are the Disco Series 7, the Mash and Journey Houdini pick from Nashville Barrel Company, the ECBP B520, and the Four Roses OESV pick from the Perfect Pour, which is a place by me. I'm going to keep my phone here. So I try to keep up with you guys so I don't have to scroll down on this thing here. So I'm going to get into this one first and then work that away. There we go. All right. Oops. Okay. So, guys, I need some predictions. Who wins? The Chiefs or the Eagles? Who wins it? I have my own predictions, but I want to see what everybody else is predicting right now. Oh, man. This already smells really good on the nose. Eagles, huh? All right. So Richie Z says the Eagles. Shane says the Eagles. Rob Zilla says the Eagles. Whiskey War says, my money's on the B520. Oh, you mean football. Drifting Dram says, got to be the Chiefs. Eagles should be fried after fried, served crispy. Chiefs a bit banged up. Eagles have the edge. Peter B says, okay. All right. All right, let's get the palate on this one. It smells good. Cheers, guys. Thanks for being here. Ooh. It's my first sip of the evening, so it was a little spicy. That's good. EJ says Houdini. Don't care about either NFL team. I had Bardstown or ECVP typed out and backspaced. This is really good on the nose. Definitely a little bit on the darker side though, for sure. Did I not bring a water over here? I'll be right back. I gotta get a water. Whoop. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I just realized I didn't have water here. I have whiskey on the table. All right. No, Peter, no warm-up pour, man. Coming in hot, buddy. It must be amateur night. I'm going to tell you, some of these nights, man, if I didn't have water, I would have got real shitty. That's for sure. Drifting Dram says, I'm going to go with the dark horse and say the Four Roses wins. Oh, shit. These are, I think the highest proof one that I have is the ECBP. So whoever this is really good, though. I mean, these are all good. They made it where they were for a reason. So, but you know, it's crazy, right? Like, just thinking about it, if I were to run this entire thing back in a different order, each bracket in a different order, the outcome of this could have been very different. So you never know. You know, that's the beauty of the blind. So JG says Houdini for the win. All right. All right. Last sip, we're moving on. Drifting Dram says, we've got 3 of the 4 to drink with you. We subbed in the M&J 4 Roses pick. Yeah, you know, the M&J 4 Roses pick is fantastic. It went up against probably the heaviest, you know, the heaviest lineup. You know, that went up against the ECBP 128 proof, I think it was, or maybe the B520. I can't remember. It went up against what else was it? What else was in that bracket? I don't remember what else was in that bracket, but that was a pretty tough bracket to move forward in. So I think it was an ECBP, that 4 Roses. I think a Stellum was in there. I can't remember everything, but so Mark May says the best of 22 is Houdini. Got to go with Houdini. Okay. The Houdini is really good. I mean, all these are really good. And sometimes you think you could pick some things out, but I don't know. Oh man, that smells really good too. I think my nose is in a really good spot tonight. You get a lot of fruitiness on this one, like buttery fruit. Oh, buddy, that's good. EJ, absolutely take that bottle straight to the bank. Tell the bank to humiliate them. Viking Bourbon's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Hey, appreciate it, guys. Got 42 in the chat. 2 completely different whiskeys, and I don't think I know what either of them are right now. Well, I don't know, actually. A little bit of a darker side just came out to this one, so I'm not 100% sure. No. I thought I knew, but I don't. Hanging AZ is in the house. What's going on, man? Justin Jenkins is in the house. Says still got a B520 in the bunker for a reason. Think we'll win my blind. Win my blind of those. Yeah. The B520 is a beast, man. That is a beast. I think I have a backup of that, if I'm not mistaken. I know I got to go through my bunkers, man. You know, one thing I kind of let go of was doing like a spreadsheet of what I have. Not only for like insurance reasons or anything like that, but I mean that too. But I mean just in general, I've kind of lost like what I have now. This is kind of all over the place. It's split between here and then my house. So Dusty's being his usual boss self and giving any some stellar stuff. Give $5 entry, take a dance on the Dusty side. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Again, yeah, I mean we have some Dusty stuff to give away tonight. I have no issues giving away. I mean, you know what else I could do too? I just was lucky enough to grab a bottle from 13th Colony. they sent me this sample. There's a little bit left in here, a little less than half. We can give that away as well. Excuse me, like I said, I was lucky enough to grab a bottle. So my buddy found it for me, but so we can give that away too as well, guys, and some dusty stuff. Like I said, this is a turkey decanter. I can't remember the year that I poured in there. I have to go home and look. So we can do a turkey. Like I said, we can do the old Oscar pepper. I still have that. I got to dig through my cabinets. I mean, I got like old Forester from the 50s. I still have JTS Brown Dance here, old Charters. I still have what else is over here? Yeah, so we can do some dusty stuff tonight, guys. So Christopher David's in the house. What's going on, man? Can't wait to hang out with you later. Richie Z, thank you for posting that pick information, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm gonna post that up in the I'm gonna pin that. So guys, the pin message up there is the Sagamore pick that Jason, Scott, and I did. I don't think there's that many left, to be honest with you. I don't know an exact number. I'll have to reach out to Jay at Sharedpour to see what that number is. But I know I need to get another backup for myself, maybe two, just before they kind of run out. But I know this started getting a little bit lower. Oh, goodness. Grab the 50s Old Forester. Yeah, man. That's a really good one. Yeah, that's actually a dusty I haven't had a ton of Old Forester. I've had some, but not a lot. Charlito says spreadsheets are just a fun way to make my man. I'd recommend it. Yeah, absolutely. It is cool to kind of like look at it and see what you have and the quantities and stuff like that. So, Turks, thank you so much for the super chat. It says the bracket was such a great idea. Thanks for the fun Monday evenings and all the chances for the dusty samples. Let's pass these along to Mark Mace. That is much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. Again, it is my absolute pleasure to be able to share some of this stuff with you guys. So anything that I open, I will gladly share with you guys. So as you know, like I said, I got to dig through my bunkers and stuff because I have stuff I probably haven't had in a while. So I know I have some old granddads. I just got another old granddad 114. Like I said, some of the turkey decanters, Old Forester from the 50s. So there's a lot of stuff we can give away tonight, guys. Who Flung Dung is in the house. The cheers day. I started the night with some Larceny B522, working my way up in proof. There you go, buddy. Yeah, those Larcenys, I just don't see them around here, unfortunately. Jeb Singleton with a $10 super chat. Thank you, man. Says, I enjoy your reviews. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Jeb. That is much appreciated. I try to give you guys the best damn reviews I can, so that's much appreciated. Jeffrey Whack is in the house. Jeff, what is going on, my friend? I will follow up with you here soon on one of those Wednesday evenings. So Peter B says that Dusty Sagamore rye is legit. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome that you got it. I am so happy that you were able to get that, man, in hand. Charlito says, Dusty Dan Sag, say no more. Hell yeah, man. The link is at the top. I just pinned it from Richie Z. Rob Zilla is in the house with the $10 super chat. Says, take my money. Been off for a little bit. Need to catch up. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for that super chat. You're in it to win it. Again, we'll have some dusty samples and stuff like that to give away. So, and again, I do have 3 packages I still have to send out, but I should be able to get them out tomorrow. No issues, and then whatever I can get to here tonight as well. So, OG says in my area, some of the stores didn't move. There's A and B batches of Larceny. When the C batch dropped, they didn't get any. That's odd. That's very odd, actually. All right, guys, moving on to glass number 3. Ooh. Yeah, the nose on all 3 of these is just amazing. This has got this is definitely like on the darker side of things here. Some leather, maybe a slight hint of like tobacco, some like burnt brown sugars, some almost like it's kind of like buttery too, like a brown butter almost. Brown sugars, brown butter, a little bit of tobacco, maybe leather. Smells good. Ooh, it's good. It's a little different coming off that one, but it's like a nice kind of like like oakiness on it. It almost reminds me of something that would be, I don't know, coming off of that, it almost reminds me of something that's finished, but I know none of these are finished, so that's weird. Those and bees are still sitting here. I do have to travel outside a little bit more because, like I said, all the places that are local around me are just, they're just not, they just don't have it. They don't have it. Sorry you're late to the party, Marty. You like that rhyme? That was a good rhyme. Good to see you, Marty. Better late than never, man. Good to see you. I'll get to the second sip of this one here again real quick. Ooh, that second sip was better. Way better. Yeah, that's like the dark side of things there. That's so good. God. Again, some of that like leathery, like a little bit more leather than tobacco. Definitely some oakiness though to it. It's something coming off of this one makes it almost taste like it's finished a little bit, but I know it's not. It's really good though. Northwest Bourbon is in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Copper Wolf is in the house. What's going on, man? Your package should be to you. I think it said Wednesday, Ryan. If I'm not mistaken, I think it said Wednesday. You had a ton of samples packed in there, by the way, man. There's a lot of samples in that box. Rob Zilla says he likes the dark side. You and me both, sir. You and me both. All right. Let's cleanse and then go to glass number 4. So far, I think I like these two the best. So far. God damn, it's got a good nose on it too, man. The nose on all of these is just amazing. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. Copper Wolf, hopefully everything arrived safe and had some stuff you haven't had. Doug H with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Doug. It says 2 for whiskey nose. I don't even drink whiskey. Yeah, me either. This is all water in these cups, Doug. Wow, guys, you got 56 in the chat. I don't think I've ever had that many people in the chat before. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, for anybody just entering, though, so we have the ECBP B520 in this blind. We have the Four Roses OESV from the Perfect Pour, which is a place by me, 10 years. Ooh. We have the Disco Series 7. Oh, shit. And then we have the Mash and Journey Houdini. That's getting low. That's all I got, too. I don't have backup, so. And then tonight, guys, after this blind here, I'm going to be having some special guests on. Andy and Todd from 21090, Sean from Whiskey Wars, Christopher, David, and Eric Desmarais all doing a blind challenge that I sent them. So that should be a lot of fun. Drinking means you can build one killer collection. That is very true, OG Brick. Very true. Mark Mace with a $20 super chat. Mark, thank you, man. That's much appreciated. Please apply to the hardest working friend on Whiskey Tube, Richie Z. That is much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. Your guys' generosity is just crazy. It blows me away, man. Joe Graves says, I only have about 2 ounces left of your Sagamore. Pick is damn good, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, Joe. Thank you. Again, there's still some left. I don't know the quantity. I got to email Jay over at Shared Pour to see what how many we have. But I know I don't think it's that many left. So I need to grab one myself. So thank you for posting that link, Joe. Much appreciated. Charlito, do you ever do any local meetups, Dusty? Would love to pick your Dusty mind. I can, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd be glad to meet you anywhere. You can send me an email at dustydansreviews@gmail.com, or you can find me on Instagram and message me that way. But yeah, I'd be happy to meet up with you. We can have a pour of something old. So be glad to do that. Copper Wolf with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Ryan. Much appreciated, buddy. Said these entries can be given at random for someone in chat. Man, you guys are so generous, man. I swear. It's so nice of you guys. So again, tonight, guys, for the giveaways, I will give away the rest of this sample of this 13th colony. They said I was able to get a bottle through a friend. So there's a little less than an ounce in here. So I just reviewed it. So we'll give that away. An Old Oscar Pepper. We can do a 1950s Old Forester. We can do the Kentucky Tavern from the Captain's Court. We can do that. It's a cherry bomb. We can do JTS Brown. We can do the turkey decanter. So it may be a 77. It may be a 77 that's in there. I can't remember. I can verify when I get home, though. So thank you again, Copper Wolf. And guys, I did create a membership page on here. So I did create a membership page. It's for $1.99. That is something I'm still working on, as well as a patron. So that I'll be adding some stuff to that. I just created it just to kind of get it out there. But I'm looking to get some shirts, some stickers, maybe some glasses, stuff like that. So stay tuned. But there is a membership page that I did create on there. So we got a couple members so far. And again, big thank you to you guys for joining that. So thank you all. Richie Z with a $10 super chat says, cheers, Dan. One entry for Mark Mace and Northwest Bourbon. Mark. That is awesome, man. Much appreciated. Yes, Copper Wolf, I agree. Yeah, 13th Colony's hot right now on the Whiskey Tube. Dude, when I reviewed their stuff last year, when I reviewed their bourbon and their rye, I said that, like, this stuff is so underrated. I don't know how people don't like it. It's so good. It's really, really good. I think I reviewed it last year. I don't remember when. It was definitely last year, though. And I mean, I've been saying since then, these guys are highly underrated. And then they put out this double oak that just blew shit away. I mean, it's ridiculous. Copper Wolf says you should do a series on some Dusties at the in distillery history. That would be interesting. You are the Dusty man. Yeah, that is something I kind of want to go down. I do know a good chunk of the history of some of these. It's the hardest part, and some of this stuff is finding the turnover when some of these distilleries turned over to others. Some of those years have been like vanished from history. So I have some people that I can reach out to as well to kind of get that information, kind of piece it together. But I just want to make sure I give you guys the correct information about that. If I did that series, I want to give you guys the correct information about it. So I do know a ton about the stuff, where a lot of it came from, who distilled it, but I just want to make sure I get all the fine details. But it's a great idea, Copper Wolf. It is something I have thought about. I have a lot that I can review, doing that way, like the Dusty series or something like that, or something, what I mean? I can figure out a name later, but it's a great idea, though. Dan, I would like to say before I start drinking that if 21090 ever did a pick, I would be the first one to buy one for sure. If 21090 did a pick, I would buy one for sure, if not a backup. Both those guys have really good palates, so. Much appreciated, Brian. Welcome to the Dusty Ones, my friend. Thank you so much. Let me scroll down here and post that. Doug, again, thank you for the super chat. I'll be the first one to buy. Yep. Thank you so much, man, again, for becoming a member. Much appreciated. Oh, my God, we got 60 in the chat. That's a record for me, man. That's a record. Cheers, you guys. That's freaking awesome. Prescription bourbon, yes, indeed. Good to see you as well. Heartsight is in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. Man, this is awesome. Eric Desmarais is in here. I know he's patiently waiting. Anyone see that new WR batch proof? Will be in a 700 milliliter instead of 750, same price though. Ooh, interesting. I didn't see that yet. All right, so now we're going to work backwards here real quick. That's good. I don't know if it beats these two. It's really good, though. All right, go to glass number 3. See, now that changed. When I went this way, coming off of this one, it made it taste like it's finished. But going this way tastes very different. It's still dark, but there's still some of that like fruity character there now, like on the mid palate. So some of that like that leathery kind of tobacco started to fade away a little bit. Still some oakiness there, and then it's almost like almost a little bit of like some rye, like spiciness that starts to appear like in the back. Interesting. Whoa, Ron Miles is in the house. What's going on, Ron? Good to see you, man. So listening to the stream and studying for whiskey marketing school with Daniel and Austin next week. You have a hard job tonight, my friend. Great bottles. Indeed, Ron. This is these are 4 really good bottles right here. So it could go either way. Again, it's tasting different going back. So good to see you though, Ron. All right, let's go to glass number 2. See, this is definitely got some more like fruity notes to it. There's some cinnamon in there, almost like a little bit of like a cinnamon apple kind of thing. But it's more like along the lines of like a pitted fruit, maybe. Has anyone else seen a Blanton's Char 4 special release? Don't know if it was legit or not. I have not, Copper Wolf. I have not seen that. Interesting, though. EJ, congratulations, man. You are part of the Dusty Ones. Thank you again. Again, guys, I'll have some gifts and stuff like that that I'll be getting made to give out to you guys. And again, starting a Patreon here at some point. I just got to get the tier system figured out. That's really the last part. I just got to get the tiers figured out, and then we can get that set up. So 44 likes, 54 in the chat. Let's go, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. Much appreciated, Vic. Thank you so much. All right. Go back to glass 1 here real quick. So I mean, as of right now, I think this one is going to move forward for sure. I like that one a lot. I like all of these, but I'm really kind of nitpicking here, to be honest with you. Oh man, I talked about like a cinnamon apple on the one. Now this is like a caramel apple here. Christopher David, thank you so much, man. Christopher David is part of the Dusty Ones. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Again, guys, we'll get that stuff figured out. So, oh, that's a good nose on this one. Man, this is hard. All right. This is very difficult. Win S is in the house. What's going on, Win? Good to see you, bud. Do I have any predictions? I mean, it'd be really cool to see. It'd be really cool to see the Disco 7 win through here, or even the ECBP B520. But I know the Houdini is good, and to be honest with you, I can't pick it out right now. I don't know where the Houdini is. I think I know where the Four Roses is. So speaking of which, I'm at this point, I think I'm going to eliminate glass number 4 because I liked all 3 of these more than I liked this one. This is really good. That's really good, but I think I'm gonna pass on this one. So that glass 4 is going to be eliminated. Hold on, I missed something up here. Rob Zilla, cheers, man! Thank you so much for becoming a member. Much appreciated. Again, guys, we'll get some stuff figured out here for some gifts and stuff like that to get to you. So, Rob Zilla, thank you so much. And then Drifting Drams, thank you as well, guys, for becoming a member. So much appreciated. Bobby McDaniel says, if you're here, smash that like button. Thank you so much, Bobby. Much appreciated. Whiskey War says, sexiest man alive in the house. Cheers, Marty. Marty's a sexy beast. Eric Foss is in the house. What's going on, Eric? Good to see you, man. All right. We're going to narrow this down to 2. I know I like this one. We're going to move this forward for sure. I like that one a lot. It's down to these 2, though. Man, that has changed. It's so good. I'm actually kind of liking this one more than I'm liking glass number 1 right now. Damn. Drifting Drams, what you talking about, Ethan? This is tough. Again, I really like this. Definitely moves forward, but let me go back to this one here real quick. I think glass number 2 might take it. I thought I knew what these were, but I don't think I do. All right, so I'm going to eliminate glass number 1. I think I like these 2 the best. Now it comes down to these. All right. All right, here we go. Final 2. Man, the nose keeps changing on this one. This is crazy. Make sure I'm not missing anything, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, that Bardstown Bourbon Company is going to sneak up and get you. That's good. Darrell's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. Houdini for the win. Big Vic, thank you so much for joining, man. Much appreciated. Let me scroll down here, guys. I'm sorry to make the screen shake. Thank you, Vic. Much appreciated, man. Bobby McDaniels, tell me about that Sagamore pick sometime. Absolutely, Bobby. So there's a Richie. I pinned a link up to the very top of the chat. That'll take you over to Shared Pour. So that was a pick that Jason from the Mash and Drum, Scott from My Bourbon Journey, and myself we picked that. But that was my own my very first pick. So you can get it through Shared Pour. It's not a private link, or it's not private. So if you click on that link, it'll take you there. It is confirmed to be 8 years old and not 7, even though the neck tag says 7. It is confirmed at 8 years old. So, and I think it's really good. So, all right. One more sip of this one. All right. Whatever is in this glass number 3 is going to win. I'm going to eliminate this one. That's damn good. All these are good. This is tough. I honestly, I'm a little nervous because I don't know any of these. I thought I knew what the Four Roses was. I think this is the Four Roses, the first one I eliminated. But we'll see. So I'm going to call it glass number 3 is the winner of this blind barrel proof showdown. Second place was glass number 2. Third place, glass number 1. And fourth place is going to be glass number 4. I think this is the Four Roses, but we'll see. I don't know what this is. It could be the ECBP B520. I don't know. I think this glass number 2 was I think that might be the Disco 7. And then maybe that was the Houdini. I don't know. We'll find out right now, though, guys. Tony Tuto's in the house. What's going on, Tony? Good to see you. Let me scroll down here. I'm sorry, guys. I took your bottle pick to an event over the weekend, and let's a bunch of people try it. Hopefully you get some new orders. That's awesome, man. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. All right. Here we go. Bobby McDaniels with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Bobby. Much appreciated, my friend. Damn, 62 in the chat. Damn. Thank you, Bobby. Much appreciated, man. Again, if you need information on that Sagamore pick, there is that link at the very top that Richie that I pinned to it. Copper Wolf says I'll be having some of that Sagamore pick followed by my sample of Houdini. Thanks to Drift and Drams, Katie Turk. I'll be working on a package for you guys tomorrow. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Turks are some of the most generous people you will find. I promise you. This whole community is amazing, man. I tell you. All right, here we go. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Here we go. All right. Okay. Here we go. Just to show you guys. So, glass A was the Disco 7, B was Houdini, C was the ECBP B520, and D was the Four Roses. So here we go. So my first eliminated was letter. What? No fucking way. Okay. So that was not my guess at all. So that was letter C, which was the ECBP B520. Now, I swear to you, that did not taste like ECBP B520 at all. Holy shit. That's crazy. That did not taste like Elijah Craig at all. Maybe because it was coming off of this guy. I don't know. That's insane. Wow. That was my first eliminated. All right. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Okay. So third place, letter A. Oh shit. Wow. Letter A was the Disco Series 7. Wow. Letter A was the Disco Series 7. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm shocked right now that this came down between Houdini and the Four Roses. So here we go. I guess this was the Four Roses, I'm hoping. Letter D as the Four Roses, the perfect pour. Letter D, Four Roses, perfect pour, which means the freaking Houdini won. Letter B, the freaking Houdini wins it. God damn. That is crazy. That's crazy. I would have never thought that was the ECBP B520. It did not taste. It was so fruit forward. Again, maybe it was just coming off the Houdini now. Maybe that's why. Or I'm broken. I think Ethan said I'm broken. Maybe I'm broken. I don't know. But that's fuck. I wish I had a backup of it. God damn. Yeah, Ethan, you're right. The pirate bottle didn't taste like ECBP either. Just I think that came off fruity as well. Man, I'm shocked. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. That's insane. This is an amazing bottle. I mean, this is an amazing bottle. It won hands down over the last couple rounds. It just blew everything else away. But I mean, tonight I had not a freaking clue. I mean, I thought this was the Four Roses. So, yeah, it just goes to show you. That's insane. I missed something up here. I got a $20 super chat from Oreo Cookie. Oreo Cookie, thank you so much for the super chat. You are in it to win it. We have some samples to give away, so a lot of really good stuff that I'll be doing some samples of tonight. So in it to win it, my friend. Thank you again for the super chat. Zilla says Houdini. The world. OG Brick says nice. Richie Z Houdini wins. Letter B says 22 toes. Interesting. I can't. That's insane. Like again, I know it's a fantastic whiskey, but going up against an ECBP B520 and even the Disco 7 is fantastic. I mean, the Four Roses I love, but it just maybe it was because these two were back to back that it came off so different. You know, I don't know, but it is when it's very interesting to see how these things play out. Mm-hmm. Mark Mesa speaks volumes about your palate. Houdini is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I could be broken, man. So, Dusty, you sound under the weather. Buddy maybe threw you off, gave you Houdini, made you also happy. Do I sound off a little bit? Darrell says National Barrel Company and Driftless are some wizards. They are doing some crazy stuff. Yeah. Matt, what's going on, man? Good to see you. All right. That's crazy, guys. That's insane. So I am going to do a rye one, but it's going to be a little bit down the road. We just went through, I think, 10 weeks of this, if I'm not mistaken? 10 or 11 weeks, which it didn't seem like, but I think it was 10 or 11 weeks long. So, all right, guys. So now, all right. So we are going to now move into another blind challenge. All right. So we have some special guests that'll be joining us. Now I'm going to introduce you to two of them right now. Still waiting on two more. Rob Zilla says the reason I knew the Houdini was the best I have all those, but the Four Roses pick, but the Houdini is long gone. Dude, that bottle's crazy, man. Yeah. Again, I mean, the ECB PB 520 though is a fantastic bottle as well, but it's just they said maybe it was just coming off that Houdini, man. I don't know. David Hat is in the house. You look marvelous. Cheers, man. Good to see you. All right, guys. We are going to Heartsight. Thank you so much. I want that bottle. Heartsight with the $20 super chat. You are in to win some Dusty stuff. We'll do the sample of the. It's like maybe less than an ounce, but the 13th colony. Whoever wins it, when I crack the bottle, I'll make up the difference to you. I'll send you an ounce sample of that. So I know it's maybe half, less than half. But all right, guys, on my screen here we have Mr. Eric Desmarais. Eric,
yo, what's going on, man?
How are you, buddy?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Good, man. You excited for tonight?
Absolutely, man. I'll never miss an opportunity to to embarrass myself. So,
no, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next up, we have the one, the only, Mr. Christopher David. Damn, Chris, you got a lot of bottles there behind you, bud. I can't hear you.
He's muted, but that's a hell of a setup.
That's a hell of a setup, man. All right, guys. Next up, we have Mr. Sean over at
What's up?
Wars. What's going on, brother?
Not much. How you doing, Dan?
Good, man. I'm shocked. I'm making sure I'm not broken. Like, I don't know.
Well, I've never had the Houdini, so I can't speak to it, but I've heard nothing but fantastic things about it. So
it's a fantastic pick. I mean, it's a hell of a pick. But again, maybe because it was up against, when I mixed these up, it was up against that ECBP. Maybe, it brought out the fruity side of the ECBP. I don't know what it was, but either way, man, all four of those whiskeys are damn good. So,
well, as we all know, blinds aren't exactly science. They're like pseudoscience. So
exactly,
it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing too. Like I said before, I could redo this blind, redo the entire bracket, mix up the entire bracket, and have a completely different outcome to this. So,
yeah, could be. Yeah.
All right, let's get Chris back on the stream.
Hear me now?
I got you, buddy. You're good.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's a hell of a setup you got behind you.
Yeah, you got to come up and help me drink it all, you guys.
Eric, I am down for that, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right, so I know we're waiting on Todd says, for the record, he is not the one who is late. So it's all right, man. It's okay. I know we got our glasses. You guys have your glasses poured. I don't have. I will drink some of this stuff with you, but I just got to be careful how I pour it because I can't have you do it. So tonight, again, so the categories for tonight, okay. So there could be bourbon, there could be rye, there could be American whiskey, there could be finished whiskey, and then there could be rum. All right, so there is a lot to choose from, but like I said, we will see here once the other guys pop on in here. Are you guys drinking anything right now?
No, I'm dry right now.
Dry. All right.
Oh,
you
man,
guys got everything poured already?
That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I got all mine poured. So let me ask a question. They're all one of those categories?
I'll ask you during each one of these letters that we do if it's a certain type. I may ask you for the age. I may ask you for the proof if it's over under. So yeah, we'll go about it that way.
Yeah, but it's not one of each, Chris. So it could be there could be like 4 bourbons in there.
Yeah,
a rye and
for
American
the
whiskey.
first one, I may ask you if it's a bourbon, rye, or an American whiskey, and then I also may ask you what the age is on glass A, and then maybe glass B may be a little different question. But that's the categories that could be included in this blind. So
Okay. Cool.
Like I said, we'll sit and kick it with the chat here for a little bit until Todd and Andy hop on.
So Dan, I was in and out while I was getting set up. So I heard that the Houdini won. What was the rankings of the other three?
So the Houdini won. So the ECBP B520 came in last.
Really? That's shocking to me.
But it was right next to the Houdini. So I don't know if it threw it off. It made it taste different. I don't know. But I was pretty shocked at the outcome too, because I thought that was the Four Roses. So that if that goes to show you anything, it brought like this this crazy like fruit forward flavor to it, which I never really got off the ECB BP. It was always like those darker flavors, but it brought out like a fruit side to it. So, and then I think second place was the Four Roses. Second place was the Four Roses. Third place was the Disco 7. So,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was quite surprised. So,
yeah, it's impressive that the Disco 7 made it that far. You know what is it, like 100?
I like the Disco
something
7.
Like that. Oh, I love it. I'm just
proof
wise.
I think too. It could have been in the bracket. You know that again. If I were to mix this thing up again, all the brackets, it may come out. It may have lost in the first round. You know what I mean? So. Like the Four Roses Mass and Journey pick, that lost the first round because it was up against some heavy hitters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is this Matt Madness training? Well, for me, it kind of is, yes. But if I had a blind sent to me, from someone like that'd be fun to do. But I do kind of want to train a little bit harder than I did last year for it. Last year I was out first round. The year before that, I made it to the second round. But yeah, I kind of want to make sure I do pretty well in this one. And it's always tough. I mean, one of my samples was Crown Royal. I haven't had Crown Royal since I was like a teenager. So, I had no idea what the hell that tasted like. I didn't know that was, Crown Royal. But it threw me off, though. I'll give him that. Cobber Wolf, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Again, guys, so we'll do the Wild Turkey decanter sample. We'll do a sample of that. We'll do a sample of this Kentucky Tavern here, the Captain's Court. We'll do a sample of that guy. We will do a sample of the 1950s Old Forester, the sample of the 13th Colony on the double oaked. And then we can do a sample of what do I have? Old Oscar Pepper. That's a pre-prohibition pour. So we'll do those samples for tonight. Yes, Joe, I will take a blind for sure. You send it, man. I'll do it. That'll be a lot of fun.
Do you know what week you're going, Dan?
I don't yet. I have no idea. I know it starts here soon, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how quickly Andy will get pissed and give up on this blind challenge. Hopefully not. It's all in fun, man.
We should do a small round Matt Madness style at Joe and Kathy's house.
I agree. That would be a lot of fun, Chris. Tony.
So you've done it. I heard the time constraint is very strenuous. A lot of people just can't deal with it. Whatever pops in your head first, you kind of just have to go with it.
Yeah, it is. Having it, and we're not doing a time thing on this one, but it's it makes things very difficult, and it doesn't give you time to really think and like analyze, kind of, and kind of like dig into the pour, because you got to think so fast, and then you also have to text him and submit him your answer too. So it's on time, by the way. So it does become very tricky. It's really not a lot of time, especially when you're trying to guess the proof, the age, if it's a rye, a bourbon, a scotch, you know what I mean? Like it is very difficult, but that time definitely it messes with you for sure. So Tony says he still wants to see Chris pull a bottle from one of those shelves.
Which one are you going to pull?
Got to be warmed up for this, man. You got to pull something.
John, look at that. Look at Shane.
The douche.
Still want to see. Oh, okay, never mind. Want to see lot 40 cash strength, only Canadian whiskey you want. Yeah. Eric Desmarais with a $10 super chat. Eric, have to be honest. Thank you, man. Much
Absolutely.
appreciated.
Before we get too busy with this, I can't be left out on that.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Again, I know I just reviewed, like I said, that 13 Killing Double Oak, man, and it lives up to the hype. It is ridiculously good. Really, really good. Once I crack it, I'll get some samples out too. So, Joe Graves. Plus, you have that funny music. That's funny. Yeah, I was shocked at this whole thing. I do want to do it with the rye. I got to go and look at how many ryes I have, but I'll do that like later on this year, maybe like I don't know, March, April sometime. So I got a couple people coming on the channel. So Brian Treacy from Sagamore. I got Mike Montgomery from Blue Run. He's going to come on the channel as well. I'm going to go on. I don't know if you guys know who Drew is from Whiskey Lore. He has a podcast. I'm going to go on his podcast, and he might come on the channel. Michael Veach, who is a bourbon historian. I'm going to have him on here at some point. And then, just kind of doing some, doing some different stuff with the live. So I am backed up on reviews. I can tell you that right now. I'm very backed up on reviews. So tomorrow I might have to come over here and shoot a couple. So Tony says, any bottle from that back shelf, Christopher, would make me happy. Just pull it off the shelf and shake it. We got Stag Jr.
Yep, little batch 11.
Nice. Drifter Dram says, smash that.
You haven't even seen. This room is completely. This is just one corner. There's 3 other corners of it. The whole entire scotch is in front of me.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's about, I think, like 650 bottles in here now.
Okay. I think that's a little more than what I clock in. I think I'm right around that 600 range, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a lot. So I have these friggin' in 2 different places too. I got them at my house and then here. So it's like having to go back and forth. If I don't win, can you blow some air into a bottle for a drink? I'll take that. You like when I do that, man? It's good. Sometimes that's good for the nose, especially if it's like ethanol forward. You should collaborate with Nathan. Dan, that would be dope. Okay, I'm gonna do that. You can reach out. That would be a lot of fun, Salty. That'd be a lot of fun to do that.
So Dan, since we have to wait on Todd and Andy, do we each get a hint to give us a point?
No way.
I almost didn't have these samples.
What happened?
So Todd said he was going to grab them last week. I had to go to the beach to do some repairs, and I said I'm coming home Saturday. Just let me know where to stop. Either it's Todd's, Andy's, Dan's, yours, whoever. Just stop wherever. Well, he grabbed them, decided to go to the beach himself, completely forgot about me. So you see where I rank in his world. So I had to meet him.
I'm glad you got him though. And then Sean, I know when I sent it out, they're like, this address is off of our normal shipping route. I was like, what do you mean? Like, where the hell is this? So, but yeah, they I was like, can you make it there by Monday? That's the most important thing. Can you make it there by Monday? Like, yeah, we can get there by Monday. Like, all right.
Yeah, I do not live in a big town at all.
Yeah. Joe Graves says, Kathy, can you hear that? 600 bottles. Stop your complaining.
I need to bring my wife down here. She's complaining about mine here lately. Not anywhere near 600 yet, so we got a long way to go.
Whiskey. Oh, what's going on, man? I went to that store and got more. Oh, nice, man. Nice. Ben, your sample will be out on Tuesday as well, buddy. Todd and Andy should start with minus 10 points. Yeah, so like I said, for both of these, for all of these samples, I'm going to ask you 2 different questions and for 2 separate sets of points. So, for the first one, the first question for letter A will be worth 1 point, and the second question will be worth 2 points. And then it kind of goes back and forth, and then as some of these samples get a little more difficult, in my opinion, the points will change a little bit. So, and then there's a tiebreaker question here at the end if it comes down to it. So, but you can sniff these. You can do whatever you want to them now while we wait. So,
yeah, I'm just kind of noticing there's some interesting noses in here.
Yeah, there is no Scotch. All right, I don't have any Scotch in there. I don't have any Japanese whiskey.
Good to know.
But like I said, bourbon, rye, American whiskey, finished whiskey, and rum. Those could be the categories for tonight. It says, "Oh, good. The first one shows up back at your place someday." I doubt it, man. I think the UPS driver was like hitting the bottle off the side there. They know, man. They know. They don't even ask for my signature or anything like that. Like they just drop it off. So they drop off enough bottles here. Like, we know what you got, buddy. We cracked into one of your bottles before. So, Sean, what kind of stuff you got going on the channel here soon, man? You got anything really cool?
Well, I mean, so, I did, for those of you that haven't seen it, I did release my 5 tips on how to be a whiskey douche.
Yeah.
So that was yesterday. Let's see. Wednesday's video, I'm trying to think what I got coming. Let me look here. Let me look in the stuff I have shot.
Yeah, that's how I am right now. Like I said, I'm pretty backed up with stuff right now at this point. So,
oh yeah, so new month Wednesdays. That's right. Doing my budget bourbon bottle of the month. So yeah, you'll have to see what that is. And then I don't know what I got Saturday. Something's coming. And then of course Mash and Metal stuff on Saturday. So yeah, man, busy.
That's always a good time.
Yeah,
Sean, most cringeworth video released this year. Doubt it'll be topped. It says 22 toes.
You gotta try hard, You know.
Chris, are you gonna roll out with a channel here soon or what? Nope.
My life is way too busy. I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest with you. I love your content. That's why I support you guys so much. I don't know how you guys do it. There's only so many hours in the day.
It's pretty tough, to be honest with you.
And people can't even comprehend all the extra time, not even just the FaceTime that you guys put on, all that extra time in producing the videos and editing them and planning out what videos you're going to do and then acquiring the bottles. It's got to be almost like a full-time job.
Yeah. There is. I agree. There is a lot that goes into it. I know Sean can kind of speak to that too. So, but again, I don't put out like a ton of content. Like I do try to shoot if I can. I would love to shoot like 3 or 4 reviews at a time. That way I have them kind of in the queue and I can release them when need be. That frees up a lot of time for me doing it that way. But I do like having these live streams on Monday night though, like after the kids are off in bed and stuff like that. So. But yeah, it is very time consuming going through and editing and having to make a thumbnail and it takes a lot of time.
Thumbnails are the worst.
I hate thumbnails. I hate them. That's why I put together that one. I was like, here you go, guys. This is all I can do. So Cobber Wolf says my UPS driver's the same way. I come home and I have a package at the front porch. Yeah, it's like, here you go. We already know what you got, buddy. I've put it out there on the Whiskey 2 before, but haven't seen it yet. A how to pour your samples tutorial video. Everything you need to know about making your samples video. Interesting. Okay.
At what point do we just qualify to 1090?
Technical difficulties before they even get on.
Yeah.
He's probably over there now, probably getting all set up, is my guess. Everyone don't forget dance. But yeah, thank you, Joe. Much appreciated, man. I gotta get in touch with Jay over at Shared Pour and see what I have left. So as of the 16th of February, that'll be 2 full months that the pick has been out. So hopefully by then we can sell it out. So just my hope. We'll see. Chris, you pick up any new bottles lately?
Nope.
No. What about you, Eric?
I'm trying to think. What did I? Oh, I definitely did. Oh yeah, I got the there's Lucky Sevens. I picked up those Lucky Sevens, and while I was there, I picked up they had a Wheel Horse single barrel at like It's like 117 proof or something like that, and it was cheap.
For
So
a wheel
I
horse,
grabbed
really?
it. Yeah,
Interesting.
that's what I thought. I was like, interesting, so I grabbed it.
Here we are, guys.
They made it.
Woo!
Hey,
What's up, fellas?
Come on, man.
you know, when Motley Crue goes on stage, they make the audience wait a little bit. It's that how the Guns N' Roses go on. They're 2 hours late. We're only 20 minutes late.
Oh, that's all right, man. Again, I'm in no hurry for tonight. You know, I'm here.
You might
I'll hang out till whenever. So
I just love that Todd thinks he's as cool as Motley Crue, but
Andy doesn't. Andy's he is so disheveled. He has no idea what's going on.
Katie Turk asked me what my any idea on my next pick. I don't know, Katie, to be honest with you, because if I don't sell out through Shared Pour in a decent amount of time, I don't know if they will sponsor another pick. I don't really know how that works. But I mean, outside of Barrels for Hope, which you guys should be receiving an email here soon.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm talking to Andy.
My apologies, Dusty.
Oh, you're good, man. No worries.
Not just for me, for him too. I apologize.
You guys are fine. You guys are fine. No, but Katie, I'm not 100% sure on what pick I want to do next. I may wait a little bit. I can't have anything that has a super high yield again. So that 204 bottle yield is pretty high for me, being a solo, low sub, channel. It was pretty difficult, you know what I mean? But like with the support of you guys, I mean, that's the only reason why I got as many sold as I did, was through, you guys. So, that's a big thanks to all you. So thank you. But I would love to do another pick here soon. All right, guys. So do you guys already have the samples poured out, Todd, Andy?
You're like, no, but we can do that.
Okay.
Chris, don't shake your head in disgust. You know this. You know what's going on.
Well, Chris, me, you, and Eric, we can continue nosing ours at least.
I didn't nose any of them yet. I figured I'd give it a fair shot here. Wait for them to get set up.
Eric is a gentleman.
I have a sick spouse at home, so that is why I had to put both kids to bed tonight. So that is why I'm a little.
There's going back to Katie's statement, there's a lot of stuff I would like to do a pick of. But again, I don't know like what is realistic and what's unrealistic. It'd be cool to do. I mean, I know Knob Creek is like, I don't even know if people do picks for Knob Creek anymore, Christ. But I mean, that'd be a lot of fun. Haven't seen a Knob Creek pick out in a while. I feel like there's a lot of Nashville Barrel Company picks out, but they have some amazing stuff.
So what's the dream pick, Dan? Like if you could, not worrying about selling it out, all that kind of stuff. Just what's the pick you would love to do yourself?
Man, that's tough. I love, and I've said this for the longest time, that the Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs are the one of the most underrated barrel proofs on the market for the money, hands down. I would love to do a Jack Daniel's single barrel pick. That would be amazing. That's definitely one for sure. Cool. I mean, I know we're doing an ECBP pick through the Barrels for Hope. That's going to be our first pick. So I mean, that's going to be a lot of fun. I know we only get a certain amount of barrels to choose from, but still, that'll be a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I mean, maybe the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. I mean, that's all. I would love to do a Russell's as well. Russell's single barrel, that'd be a lot of fun. Just the difference in the profiles throughout the warehouses would be a lot of fun too. Like to get something from like K and then A, T. You know what I mean? Like just to have that variety, if you will, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
But I think when I do my next pick, I want to do it with someone or a group of people. I don't want to do it solo. It was hard. You know what I mean? Like it was hard. I know, I had the support of a lot of people, but to have, 204 bottles is quite a bit to move through. So,
yeah, I'd say,
and it's crazy to think though, an 8-year-old rye having a 204 bottle yield it's a lot. It's a lot to move through, but
you can talk to us. We can hear. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
We need to get. I want to see. I want Todd and Andy to get a pick done, man. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't know. Joe Graves said he would buy any pick that we did now.
Oh, really?
I would. I'd buy a pick. I'd buy any pick you guys did.
We'll see. We're working on it. We're
Let's
working.
As long as it says P90X on it, it's sold.
Chris knows what we're doing. Chris will be involved.
Yes, a Russell single barrel would be awesome. Yes, I agree. Jack Daniels single barrel proof would be amazing. Joe Wanninger's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. Yes, Big Vic, I want a Blanton's pick. Oh my God. No way. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it to the people.
Those would be hard to sell.
Yeah. The left-facing horse pick.
That's
All right, guys. So for tonight, all right. Again, as I mentioned, you guys have 5 picks in front of you, all labeled A through E.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the options that we have tonight that could be in this mix: a bourbon, rye, American whiskey, finished whiskey, or rum. Okay. So, Todd, Andy, you guys got your stuff poured?
Yes, we do.
All right, good to go. Okay. So guys, on letter A, this is going to be for 1 point. Okay. Letter A, I need you to tell me if letter A is a bourbon, rye, or American whiskey.
okay.
And then for 2 points, I need you to tell me the age. The closest person to the age will get the points. So 1 point for bourbon, rye, or American whiskey. 2 points for age. There's no time limit. I'm not going to do a time limit on these.
Are we just yelling the answers out? What are we doing?
Yeah. So I'll go through. If you guys are done, you can let me know and I'll write it down.
Okay.
So are we going to do it after each glass, or just write it down and then tell you at the end after each glass?
I'll go through everything at the very end. So once you guys are all done, we'll move on to glass B.
I'm done.
So just write them down then, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I'm done.
Chris, you're done. What you got, buddy?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we were holding them. It's a rye, 8 years old.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Letter A. Rye.
How do you get age off the nose? How the hell you get age off a nose? I don't know.
8 years.
Oh wait, it's nose and palate, right?
Nose and palate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
okay.
God, I was already drinking it.
Pay attention, Todd.
Yeah, drink them.
I was like, Jesus.
Joe says you can tell that we're in the middle of winter because Todd is looking really pale.
He was just at the beach.
True.
That's how I'm looking under this lighting right now, though. I don't know what happened to it, but
Yeah, I always look super white because of all the white around StreamYard, but oh well.
EJ says Finnish whiskey. I love whiskey from Finland. Drift Dusty being a true boss, he has some awesome giveaways tonight. Every $5 entry. Yes, again, guys. So we have a pre-prohibition Old Oscar Pepper sample that we'll give away. A Kentucky Tavern
goes down.
Captain's Court. We'll give a sample of that away. And then we got I think it's 77 Turkey Decanter. We got a sample of that to give away. And then a 1950s Old Forester we will give away as well. So, and then the 13th Colony Double Oak sample.
Cool.
Anybody else have their guesses in?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, Sean, what do you got?
Rye, and I'm going to go 9 years just because I was going to guess 8, but Chris already did. So you're just playing the odds here, you know.
Okay.
You could pick 8 too for both, right? Then.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. I'll go 9. I might be wrong, but we'll go with it anyway.
I got a rye as well.
No, just stay on that voice, Todd. It's perfect.
Walk like this. I can't hear this.
That's great.
Should we keep that on all night long?
Oh,
Are you finished?
We
Sorry,
good?
we're good.
Yeah, you're back door.
man.
I have a rye.
Andy, you got rye?
Yeah.
Okay.
47 years old. And
Okay.
no, I had 6-year rye.
Okay.
Play
Eric,
me
you
I-
done?
Yeah, I guess I'll be wrong here, and I'm going to go with American
Okay.
and 5-year.
Yeah, I don't think this is right either.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going American as well.
Todd, what
I'm
you
going
got?
American whiskey.
You can't change it after you submit it. Come on, Todd.
I didn't submit anything.
Oh,
He did.
Are you guys a team?
No.
I guess not.
Oh, we're not a team, are we? No.
No. You guys are separate.
American. I'm going to go American whiskey, and it is oily. I'll go 8 years as well.
8 years. All right. All right. If you guys want to cleanse, you're more than welcome to go ahead and cleanse. And then we are going to move on to letter
Can't open it.
B.
You can try that.
All right. So for letter B, I need you to tell me for 1 point if this is a bourbon, rye, or finished whiskey. And then 2 points for the proof.
and just to be clear, when you say finished whiskey, it could be a finished bourbon, finished rye. You just mean any finish.
It could
on any
be,
whiskey?
yeah.
Is that what you
it
mean?
could- Yep. It could be, yeah. It
Okay.
could be a finished. Yep.
Finishing at, and that means double oak too, right?
That means double oaked. Yeah. Anything that you can think of that
Yes,
may
sir.
be finished, it is.
Todd's favorite Ambarana.
Ooh, it's not that.
Nope.
Nope. But all right, I got that part down.
What's everybody drinking in the chat? Todd, you got Coke Zero tonight?
Oh, you know it. Come on. Who else has got it? Come on. Nobody? Chris, I can't get you on that yet.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Ricky, for dropping that. Much appreciated.
Chris is serious. He's ready to roll. He's not messing around.
Who's that?
Chris,
I had a long
Yeah.
day.
you had a long day.
Someone interrupted my schedule.
Well, listen, you drove up there. All right, come on.
I interrupted mine to try and help you yesterday too.
That's true. I like that.
Okay.
And then at the end, guys, I want you to rank your favorite to least favorite, please. At the end.
What are we doing again?
What it is and proof point.
Proof.
So again, for 1 point, I need you to tell me this is a bourbon, a rye, or a finished whiskey. And then for 2 points, whoever is closest to the proof. Ouch. I'm going to drink some of this that I sent you guys, but I can't lift it above the table.
All righty.
How does everybody feel they did on that first?
Zoom in on that cork there.
I like B. It's a nice-
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good.
I think
point.
I think I know what it is. Maybe I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Like a ballpark anyway of like what this might be.
I'll,
Anybody ready?
I'll go. I think it's a finished whiskey,
Okay, so Andy says finished.
and I got 111 proof.
Okay.
I've got it finished as well, but 115.
Okay, finished. 115. Okay.
I'm going finished too, and I'm going to go 117, a little bit higher. There, but
like
there's
$1.
sweetness right on the finish that
Yeah.
like, that's what's pushing me.
Nice
towards
kind of spice burst there.
Very much on the finish.
Yeah.
I'll go finished as well, and I'm going to go at 123 proof.
Ooh, all right.
123. All right. Sean, you good?
Yeah. So it's probably a crazy idea, but I'm guessing it's an Obtanium, which would make it an American whiskey, and I think it's a low proof Obtanium. I'm going 130. This tastes a lot like an
So
opinion.
the options for this one were bourbon, rye, or finished whiskey.
Oh, American is not one of them. Okay, well then it's finished then, for sure. I'm sorry.
And what was the proof point you said?
Well, then that changes my whole idea. Then it helps if I pay attention, right?
Go with the Old Crow double barrel
47.
Yeah, exactly. Old Crow. I'll just go an even 120.
120. Okay. Perfect. All right. So Todd, you said finished 115. Andy said finished 111. Sean said finished 120. Eric said finished 123. And Chris said finished 117. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
All right.
pay attention better, though. Yeah.
All right. So for letter C. All right. Letter C, guys. If you want to cleanse for a minute, go ahead. I'll read up on the chat real fast.
It's funky.
I have a regular Coke over here, Todd.
Hey,
I don't know about the zero.
it's fine.
Coke
I'm
Zero.
watching my pounds here with the Coke Zero, all right?
Mhm.
I had a Coke Zero, but it was more as a prop, and I forgot it in the other room, Todd. But
Gosh.
I was thinking of it.
Hold on. I think you were drinking it at the Gray's house. I'm pretty sure I saw you drinking it. Dan was
I
drinking
had two. So
Great, they're delicious.
Myself and Chris were the only one that abstained
Oh,
from
okay.
the Coke Zero.
Look at Big Vic. Vic says I'll go finish 110.
yeah, I was gonna say he says 110.
There you go.
Mike says gotta love Obtanium Canadian at 151. All right, guys. Letter C. I need you to tell me if this is a bourbon, a rye, a finished whiskey, or a rum.
That'd be wrong.
Bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or rum. And I'll wait for the second part of the question. Bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or rum for 1 point. I think I'm drinking the same thing you guys are right now, if I'm not mistaken. So
That is funky, whatever it is.
Funky. It makes me think it's the rum, but it's not as sweet. Yeah. Not as sweet as I thought it was going to taste off of the nose.
Yeah.
But
I don't drink rum, so I don't know what to.
I don't either, but I thought it'd be a lot sweeter off of the nose.
Yeah.
So again, for 1 point, bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or rum.
I'm gonna go rum.
Second part to that, for 2 points, is it 3 years, 6 years, or 9 years?
Because I would know because I've drank so much
6
rum.
or 9 on the age for 2 points.
I'll go rum in 9 years.
All right, so Eric says rum, 9 years.
I'm doing the exact same since those are the options. Yeah.
All right, rum, 9 years.
I wouldn't know what a
I
age statement of a rum would be at high, but I'm gonna go lower than that.
I think rum is all the rum I've had has been much sweeter than this.
Right.
I'm gonna go finished whiskey just
Mm.
for the hell of it and say it's 6 years.
Yeah.
Because I
6
just
years, Andy?
yeah.
Okay.
Because this just does not feel sweet
It's not
enough
sweet,
to
right?
me.
It's not sweet enough, but it smelled like
Could be wrong,
it
but-
smells different. It tastes different. I thought it'd be a lot sweeter. I'm gonna say rum though too. I'm gonna say rum though. Go with my first inclination. I'll go like I don't know what the age statements are on rum. So you all went high. So
They go by year, like one.
no
or two or
shit,
three or
Sherlock.
four or
Thank
five.
you. Why he's acting in such a good mood. He's not talking much. I thought he'd be already complaining and like he's,
I complained on the way over.
oh, you got all-
I got out of the car.
God, I thought
Yeah.
for sure you'd be like so
I got out of the
grumpy.
I gotta do another friggin' burnbourbon skirmish.
Come on. Oh, by the end of the night, he's got to do that.
Richie Z says regular Coca-Cola is a drug. I think yes, you do have to do the bourbon skirmish, man.
Shred, what's up, brother?
Shredworth in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see
I'll
you.
go. You know what? I'll go 3 years. I don't know, man. I'll go 3 years on it. What the hell?
All right.
I don't know. I'm gonna go
All right.
opposite what you guys said.
Chris, what you got?
I'm with Andy on this one. I'm not getting the rum vibes. I drink a lot of rum. I'm not getting the rum vibes. I'm gonna go finish whiskey 6 years.
6 years.
It's probably right. He does drink a lot of rum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I drink a lot of high end age stuff, like a lot of four square and stuff like that. So I could be completely off. This could be a
Yeah.
off the shelf rum that's young, and I could be wrong. So That's what's fun about this stuff.
Yes.
What do you got?
Katie Turk says we'll toss in a 1 ounce sample of Frey Ranch Distillery single barrel rye, Frey Ranch bourbon single barrel, bourbon lens pick, and the Nashville barrel single barrel rum pick, and a Hirsch single barrel. Cheers.
Ooh, I hear the
Hirsch
Hirsch
single
barrel.
Dang, I like that.
Somebody's getting a nice sample pack, guys.
Woo,
So again, that is in it. That's in the
That's
giveaway
awesome,
for tonight
Katie.
as well, guys. All right. So now, letter D.
Sean, you said rum too then?
Yeah, but see, now I'm second guessing myself. I think it might be
Yes,
finished in a row.
Yeah, it
but
probably
it's
is.
too late. It's too
Probably.
late.
Too late now.
It's not. We haven't moved on. If you want to change your answer, you can.
can't do that. It's like once you lock in your answer, it's it.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking with it. I'm
All
not
right.
going to go back on it.
All right. Letter D.
No.
Letter D for 2 points. I need you to tell me if this is a bourbon, a rye, or American whiskey. Bourbon, rye, or American whiskey for 2 points.
Wow.
And for another 2 points, I need you to tell me if this is over or under 120 proof. If you guess 120, that's considered over. Over or under 120 proof for 2 points. And bourbon, rye, or American whiskey for 2 points.
Oily as shit.
What the heck is this?
Holy cow, that's viscous. That thing is like
Oh,
Sure.
she's
so. Wow. Look at Andy. Because I'm. God damn you.
Andy, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man.
He's not
Much
really. He's always
appreciated.
late.
That's hot.
Oh, he's
Much
not
appreciated.
punctual.
Thank you so much, man. You're in it to win it. A lot of cool stuff to give away.
At least not punctual in his own house.
How does Jay has a lot of room to talk, by the way. I like to say that. He has a lot of room to talk.
tonight.
Dan,
I mean,
Dan,
sure.
what are the whiskey options one more time, please?
Whiskey options for this one are bourbon, rye, or American whiskey for 2 points.
Okay.
And then for 2 points, I need you to tell me if it's over or under 120 proof. And that's for 2 points as well. So if you guess 120, that's considered over.
Right. I'm going over. I'm torn on the whiskey choice.
I'm between a rye and an American. I'm gonna go American over.
American over 120.
If it's a rye, that's awesome. But
Yeah, I think I'm doing the same. I'm torn between a rye and an American, but I think it is an American. Like there's not enough. I don't know. It's not rye forward enough.
I know I'm giving things away, but I mean, I'm trying to think in my head what ryes drink that hot.
Yeah.
And well, there's a lot of viscous ryes, but this thing's as you know, Todd said, it's really mouth coating.
This thing is oily as shit.
Yeah.
And it's very dark as well. I think this is the darkest of the
Rye,
bunch.
American whiskey, and what was the third one, Dan?
Bourbon, rye, or American whiskey for 2 points.
I can't wait till we're all wrong.
I'll go bourbon. I'll go bourbon.
I was wondering.
Really? Okay.
High rye bourbon. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what it might be. And I'm going to go over.
Again,
But
we're not out of time, man. If you guys want to, if you guys want another couple of minutes, it's fine. This is what makes Matt Madness so hard. Is that time limit? It's just like you have to rush, and it's just
No way.
it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a skirmish, all right.
Bourbon skirmish.
We'll get there, guys. He's starting.
I will say,
Starting to get him.
I'll go rye over.
Rye over, huh?
Right. So wait, who said that?
That's
Andy.
me.
Andy, you said rye
And over.
over 120.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sean, you said American, or are you waiting still?
yeah, I said American. I'm sticking with it. American and over.
Over. Okay.
I think it's a high rye bourbon.
I'm nervous agreeing with Andy on this one, but I have a rye and over as well.
Can you elaborate on that comment just a bit
I think he
more,
said
Eric?
you're-
I'm trying to.
I'm just saying that we've had two straight weeks of these these bourbon
One?
skirmishes here, and
Based
if I
on
was to side
history.
with one of the two of you, I think I'd be going with your bald friend over there.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Well,
I
how the
appreciate that.
tides have turned.
No,
Well, I'm with
Graves
you on
says,
this one.
The,
I'm with you on
no
this
Graves
one.
said,
you
Andy,
want
can
to
you do an
become
impression?
the professor
I
here,
have gotten much worse at apparently at these things.
and I've gotten better somehow.
Can I do an impression? Okay, sure. It's you too, Brute. No, I'm just kidding, Joe. Thanks.
Oh,
I'm just
Oh
kidding.
no! Last week he did this.
I'm
Drifting
kidding.
Drip says,
I'm kidding.
don't baby them Dusty Dans. If they want to wear pants, they got to take off the
Jay,
shirt to make a
Jay is-
decision.
Come on, Jay. Let Jay come up here and do this.
Todd, did you have a guess on this one?
Yeah, I said bourbon over 120.
All right.
I don't know, guys. I feel like I'm doing the worst of the bunch. I have no confidence in any of my guesses right
we
now.
all suck, so it doesn't matter.
All
Todd,
these
you're a legend, man. It's all right.
What'd you say?
I said, Todd, you're a legend.
Oh, thank you. In my
That's
own
right.
mind, right?
Legend.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. For letter E.
Motley Crue. So
That's true. Vince Neil also thinks he's a legend too, and we look at him and laugh, don't we?
For letter E, I need you to tell me
E.
if this is a bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or a rum. For 2 points. Bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or a rum. And then 2 points for the proof. Closest to the proof gets 2 points.
Closest to the pin.
Bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or a rum for 2 points, and then proof for 2 points. I need to start to add these up here while you guys are doing this one.
what the heck is that?
Now I'm like, so is this the rum? But I don't think it is. But
It doesn't
The
have
other
to
one
be
was-
any rum necessarily. It could just be the
they're not.
thread of
You
rum.
could be throwing us off with this stupid rum category.
Could be.
I'm picking it. Rum 50.
Yeah.
Rum, 50 proof,
Wait, what do we have to do?
100 proof.
100 proof.
Sorry, I live in the ABV world over here.
Rum, 100 proof.
Todd, you can't choose all the above. Look at Jay. Jay's crushing me. He's
This one's
see, I don't drink any rum, so it's hard for me. All I know
I
is
don't either.
and Chris drinks rum, but he drinks high-end rum. And Dan specifically said these aren't really that high-end. He's trying to trick us.
Well, that's what he
I
said
already
last
picked-
week
already
too, when the
picked. How
tricks
am I
were on
tricking
and he
you?
saw.
Either I'm right or I'm wrong.
No, not you. I'm saying Dan. No, not.
Oh,
I'm not saying
oh
you're
yeah,
trying to
Dan's
trick us.
definitely trying to trick us.
So that's making me second guess everything because, like, well, maybe there's no rums in here, but I know that he drinks a lot of Chris drinks a lot of high end rum. So
I'm gonna go rum 90 proof because that's
and what else?
incredibly.
We're just doing two things: the proof and
Yeah,
that's
it's really smooth. It's too smooth, and I'll get that wrong too. But
And our other
I get it right.
Bobby McDaniel says the loser should have to dress like the winner on the next one.
just like
Uh-oh.
oh.
Richie said, Dusty making it challenging adding the rum into the mix. You never know.
There's probably no rum. It's like they're all
so our options are rum finished or what else?
Rum finished, bourbon or rye. For 2 points, and then proof, closest to proof for 2 points.
Are rum's that dark? I guess I can.
I'm gonna go finished.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Proof.
Dude.
I'm gonna go 105.
105. Okay.
Is it too late to change? Because I don't think
I don't think it's the rum.
I'm just not.
You can do whatever you like.
My experience with rum has been way too sweet, and I hate it. So
I think this is finished.
I do too. Yeah.
I do own a cowboy hat, Joseph, just to let you know. So I'd be happy to wear one.
Should have a cowboy hat. All about that.
Every real man's got a cowboy hat. Todd, do you have one?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, I do. I do.
you don't have a cowboy hat. You lying
I've
sack
had
of
one
shit.
before. I worked at Cancun Cantina for 2 years.
What? Did you really?
I did. I was a bar back.
He was a bar back.
When
He
I was
didn't wear
19
cowboy hats as a bar back. That's
How do you
crap
know?
too.
How do you know?
I know damn well you did not wear
I
a
had a
cowboy hat.
cowboy
You
hat.
would-
I went in there, boot scoot boogieing, and I did.
I remember that place.
Thank you. Exactly. I was a bar back from like let's see, I was 19, so
No,
a long time
dying.
ago.
Now I'm looking.
All right, Dan, I'm gonna go finished.
Okay.
I'll go 100. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to finish 94.
Finished 94.
Yep.
Hold on. I'll go to 100. I'll go to 100. I'll go to 100. I'll stay with it.
Okay.
There's
Alright.
something about the finish at E that just with cheap rum, I get this bitter finish.
Oh, crap.
That's what I was
I'm
wondering
getting
about.
that with this one.
You're not getting it, or you are?
I am. I'm getting it.
Drifting Dram says, did he wear the cowboy hat when he danced on the bar Coyote Ugly style?
Well, we could only hope, right?
I
That was in my younger days. No, actually, no. I made a lot of money at that bar, though. That's crazy.
bet you did. That bar is crazy, man.
I went to bar back.
Yeah.
The hell's the
All right. So I'm going finished and 106 proof.
Okay, there you go.
Playing the over there. All right.
I like it.
All right. So everybody got everything in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Let's gotta finish adding these up real quick. Give me 1 second.
All right, so let's rank them. Let's go through. We can rank
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
rank your
shit.
favorite to
Do
least
that.
favorite, please.
Okay. Yeah.
This chap's kind of guy. Well, Joe, thank you. I don't think that was a compliment, though.
Wait, Dan, is there another round, or are we done?
This is it.
Okay. All right. Because I didn't want to finish my stuff if we had more stuff.
Andy, has this been a bourbon skirmish?
Do it, Andy. Do it.
Cool, Andy.
I shall refrain. If you would like to see the entire video, please become a patron on 21090.
There you go.
You
That's a good
get
time.
2 minutes of that, which is unscripted and right out there for the world.
You
to see.
were into that one. You were drunk.
Strippers
You
used to
were
be
into that
called
one.
barbacks. Nice.
Believe me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was a stripper. All right. Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly what I am. I've never been called a stripper before, Andy.
There's a reason for that.
I think
Yeah.
I like it, actually.
I think we're all surprised, Todd.
Yeah. I mean, I am too, John. I mean, let's be
James
honest.
from Iowa, their definition of
I
strippers may be
think,
loose.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
know.
anyone on this panel would be surprised if they were called a stripper, and so that's all good.
Boy.
I mean, I have been, but because of the hat, like for some reason that
I need to get a
yeah.
hat.
All right.
Oof. I think
You
I
guys
got
got,
A wrong.
your
Now
rank?
I'm taking A again. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong.
Pour this real quick. All right.
JG. They pay Todd to keep his clothes on.
Jay's killing me tonight. He's killing me tonight. I don't understand it.
That's tasty. I really like that one.
Which one?
B.
Yeah, B is nice. And usually likes D.
D is nice. I just moved D up in the lineup here. Yeah.
He actually is nice.
Letter D.
You're
Yeah.
proud of yourself.
D
Even,
might
your,
be-
even your infantile
D-
penis
D may-
jokes
D
seem
may be my
charming and
favorite.
witty this
They may be my
morning, yes.
favorite. D may be
How,
my
how
favorite.
does everyone feel like they did?
I have no clue, and probably not good.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very, very tough blind. I either feel like
Yeah.
I
Throwing a
either
run
like
in
crushed it or I shit the bed, and it's probably the latter.
Dan, if I got 0 points, I will not be surprised
Did
whatsoever.
anybody get 0 points?
nobody got 0 points.
That's good.
I
Well,
really
that's
like
good.
going back. Which one?
You guys got your rankings in?
Yeah. Well, hold on. No.
Yeah. Yep. Take your time.
Dan, I will say there's
Wow.
I would guess most of the stuff in this blind, excuse me, is stuff I've never had. Like there's a lot of funky stuff in this that I've pretty sure I've never tasted before. I feel like I may have.
Maybe.
I'll just tell you guys that I was trying to write my rankings, and I put an F in there. So I mean that'll give you a little sense of.
We're all doing great, man. We're I mean, I guessed what? I guessed a finished on when that wasn't even an option. So yeah, we're all doing good.
Oh,
Richie
hey,
says,
have you seen? Have you seen? Oh, Chris, we won't talk about it. Chris. When's the next? I think the next get together should be at your place with the golf sim.
that's awesome.
Right?
Man.
I mean, I
I'll
love the
do
Graves
that.
house, but and we were doing it again in
Party
February.
house. You guys definitely have to come up.
All right, there you go.
You just got to
Richie
drive to the
says,
middle of nowhere.
Richie
That's
said
right.
he briefly dated a stripper way back when I was 23. She was in college, and that job paid her tuition. I believe it.
You mean you paid her tuition? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
All
Right
right.
out those tips.
Anyway,
I'll put in my
vanilla and
my
Dan.
unpopular rankings if we're ready for that, Dan.
Okay.
All right.
So I got D, E, A, B, C.
D, E, A, B, C.
Yeah, no F. I took that out.
From favorite to least favorite.
Yeah, from favorite to least.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody else?
I'll
Yep,
go.
I'm ready.
Good, Chris.
All right, Chris.
D, A, E, C, B.
Okay.
I'll go. D as well.
Okay.
Number 1.
Shocker.
Thank you. B number 2.
Okay.
A number 3.
Okay.
E number 4, and C number 5.
Okay.
All right. I've got B number 1, C number 2, A number 3, D 4, E 5.
Okay.
What was your number 1?
B.
All right, good.
That was my last.
We're
It's
on,
my second.
which means it's
Second
probably
to last
bottom
as
shelf
well.
that I'm drinking.
See, I'm aligning with Todd here on this.
All right, I got him.
What you got, Sean?
I also picked D first. I think that's my favorite. Next A. Then we got
Everyone
E.
had something different.
You say E? Echo?
Yeah. So Echo. So we got Delta, Alpha, Echo. What's B? Beta, right?
Bravo.
And Charlie.
Bravo, Charlie. Okay.
Did I hear a niner in there somewhere?
Did I hear a niner in there?
E, Niner, Romeo.
What are you calling on a walkie-talkie?
All right, guys.
All right, that's their big reveal.
The big
Oh, man.
reveal. You guys are going to be quite surprised. 4 of you picked letter D as the winner.
Oh boy.
Then you're going to be quite surprised. This is readily available. So
Cool.
all right. So we will start with. I guess we'll just go down the lineup. Letter A.
Ooh.
So letter A. I asked you if this was a bourbon, rye, or American whiskey. For 1 point, for 2 points for the age. Todd guessed American whiskey at 8 years. Andy guessed a rye at 6 years. Sean a rye at 9 years. And then Eric an American at 5 years. And then Chris a rye at 8 years. This is a rye.
Yeah, damn it.
All right.
This is actually the Jim Beam Signature Craft small bottle. This is an 11-year rye whiskey.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, good
All
work,
right.
Tom.
11-year rye whiskey, high rye. It's a high rye, 90
You're a point
proof.
for me.
High rye, 90 proof, 11 years old. So,
What was my number 3? What was that for you, Andy?
Pretty sure I bombed the rest of them though. So
Andy
That's
got
a
a point
good
for that for saying rye. Sean got a point for that for saying rye, and Chris got a point for that for saying rye. Nobody guessed the age. Well, we'll say that I guess Sean was the closest at 9 years. So that that'll get a point for that. So
There you go, Sean.
What's the proof on that?
I think it's
93.
fine. I'm almost certain I got the rest of them wrong. So
90 proof on that one.
You just don't want it to be
Okay.
shut out, so you're good, Sean. Now you're on the board. That's good.
no
I'm-
no zeros. So
I'm
that's-
shut out right now.
No zeros.
I got a big goose egg.
I actually got that bottle from Big Vic. He sent that to me. So
Vic, come
yeah.
in.
yep.
You're a big Vic.
I would have never guessed that that's an 11-year rye. I'm
That was
sorry.
my number 3. I
Yeah.
liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
So
What would
for
you
me,
have guessed it? What would you have guessed it, Dan?
6 probably 6 years just tasting it blind. But I mean that finished third, second, third, and second in this lineup.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Good.
It was a
So-
good pour.
So what gave it away for me on the age was the finish is just a little bit bitter, a little bit of bitterness on the back end. So that told me there was a little age on it, but obviously Chris as well.
Roscoe P. Coltrane is in the house. Cheers, man.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, Big Vic says nice pour, brother. Yep, that was from him. So, all right. So, like I said, Andy got a point for saying rye. Sean got a point for saying rye, and 9 years being the closest. And then Chris got a point for saying rye as well.
Damn it.
Moving on to letter B. Andy had letter B as his favorite.
Ooh.
So letter B, I asked you if this was a bourbon, rye, or a finished whiskey, and then closest to the proof for 2 points. Letter B is the Stellum bourbon.
Oh,
Stellum Black Label bourbon.
not finished.
This is distilled in Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
None of us got a point for that, did we? We all
Damn.
put a
So Todd guessed finished 115 proof. Andy guessed finished 111 proof. Andy, you were the closest as far as proof. You got 2 points for that at 111. Sean guessed finished 120. Eric guessed finished 123. And
What was
Chris
the proof?
guessed finished 117. It's 109.
Damn, way to go, Andy.
That thing drinks hot then.
Yeah. 109.22 proof. For the Stellum bourbon.
Andy.
So, Andy, that was your favorite out of the bunch.
Yeah, I like that. I love Stellum. That
Yep.
I just
Makes sense.
clearly didn't know it was not finished. So
David Bass is in the house. Go on, Dave. Good to see you, man.
Did everyone think that was like a toasted or like
Yeah.
a right?
I thought it was
Something
something
weird
like
with it.
Yeah, that really comes across as being finished. That's
Everybody guessed finished
Yeah.
whiskey on
Yep.
that.
It's nice.
I
I
mean,
like
it's got
it.
a
It was my
huge
number
corn.
two. It was my
It's
number two.
young. It's,
Of course.
you get corn on it. You
Yeah.
get young whiskey.
you're also doing that after a rye, and things are a little different. Your palate's a little funky, so yeah, it's makes sense. But
Read
all
my
right.
notes.
Bobby McDaniel says, "How is that Equinox blend?" I enjoyed the Equinox blend. It was in my my top 10 whiskeys
So-
of the year for the
So,
Equinox.
Dan, who got points on that one?
You did.
Andy
You
got
did.
2 points on that for being closest to the proof at 111.
That's fantastic. Okay,
Good job, Andy.
cool.
thank
All
you.
right,
winning,
letter
man.
C. Letter C.
I have no confidence in this game.
is
I
a
asked you if this is a
pour.
bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or a rum for 1 point. And then I asked you if it was 3 years, 6 years, or 9 years for 2 points.
God, this smells like barbecue chips now that you smell it. The thing seriously,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yes,
Doesn't
it
it?
does.
This
I
is
mean-
the weird one.
It
That's
is
why I
weird.
picked rum. What
I
is this,
love this
man?
crazy fun.
It
This
does. It
nose
does
is
smell like
fun,
barbecue.
doesn't it?
It does
Doesn't
smell
it?
like barbecue chips. Now
This
you
thing's
say that.
fun.
Yeah,
Right.
with Lay's barbecue chips.
It
This
does.
is a peerless
Oh shit.
single barrel rye whiskey.
Oh no.
Damn
But this is called the Rye Tie. So it's when we went down to Kentucky, we met up with Caleb, and he let us try this and then a sister barrel next to it. It's
I
not
don't like Fearless Rise.
So letter C, Todd guessed a rum. Andy guessed finished. Sean guessed the rum. Eric guessed the rum, and Chris guessed finished. This is just a regular straight rye whiskey.
It
This
smells
is
so
single
funky.
barrel.
Oh,
Awful. I think that's a lot of fun. That's a fun whiskey.
Yeah, Todd guessed 3 years, which he got it right for 2 points.
there you go. I'm on the board.
Andy guessed 6 years. Sean guessed 9. Eric guessed 9, and Chris guessed 6.
I was horribly off.
That's weird.
It's 3 years old. 3 years old. Rye tie
You
pick.
get
from
you get
Pure.
yours because it was a rum too. Because you would have
Listen,
put that for
I'll
a whiskey.
tell
How are they getting those notes out of a 3-year
I
ride?
don't know,
Yeah,
man.
now listen, one of the other single
Oh.
barrels. This was the barrel right next to it, a sister barrel. It was called Orange Blossom. It had this like creamsicle note to it, but none of them are finished. It was literally a
Are
barrel.
you
sitting right
100%
next to it.
sure that
Unbelievable.
this isn't like when Kramer was watching the surgery and dropped the junior mint and like because it's like someone's eating barbecue chips at this point and just
It's
kind of
not,
like
it's not
drop
finished.
them
I
in.
promise you.
That is easily the weirdest straight rye I've ever had.
I gotta
I don't
agree
get any
with you on
rye
that,
notes on that at all.
Sean. I gotta agree with you on that, Sean. Yeah,
That is
that is
not a great.
that's,
I don't
uh,
like that at all.
yeah, that's barbecue chips.
What
Richie, I don't know
what
if
did you guys have?
Philip
What did you
has
guys
a
have
single
C?
barrel
I
program.
had C5. What's the rest? What was
There
the
you go, Joe Graves. A 3-year-old bag of barbecue chips.
That's what it was. And you probably paid like $90 for it.
I like
Ridiculous.
barbecue chips.
What did you rate that one?
Number 2. I love
you
barbecue
would like
chips.
that. He would like that. That's Andy's palate for you guys.
Yeah,
Chris-
letter C was kind of
It's not smoky notes. I like
almost everybody's
smoky
least
notes.
favorite besides Andy's.
He's going to win too, which is funny.
So letter D. All right, letter D. Todd, Sean, Eric, and Chris both. All of you guys picked this besides Andy. I asked you if this is bourbon, rye, or American whiskey for 2 points.
Huh.
And then I also asked you if the proof was over or under 120 for 2 points. This is the Four-Gate Ruby Rye Springs.
The rye.
So this is a straight rye whiskey aged for 7 years in American oak and matured 42 days in ruby port rum casks at 113 proof.
Yeah, it was right between a rye and an American there. I couldn't.
Yep, Todd guessed bourbon.
Me and Sean couldn't decide.
Yep, Todd guessed bourbon at over 120. Andy guessed a rye, which you got 2 points for, over 120. Sean guessed American over 120. Eric got 2 points for rye. He guessed over 120, and then Chris guessed American over.
What's the proof on it?
113.
Damn.
Nobody guessed under on that one.
I had under and I crossed it off and went to over because I was like, it kept getting hotter and hotter every sip that I took of it. Like,
yeah.
Give me last.
So letter D. So letter D. All right. So now letter E. Letter E. Ugh. I asked you if this is a bourbon, rye, finished whiskey, or a rum.
This is probably wrong.
For 2 points. And then I asked you closest to the proof would get 2 points as well. So letter E was, this is Holding Station out of Memphis, Tennessee. It's a small batch, 100 proof. This is MGP distillate. It's from Old Dominic. 100 proof.
It's not finished though, is it?
It is not finished. Todd gets finished at 100 proof exactly. So you got 2 points for that.
I'll take it.
Andy guessed finished at 94 proof. Sean guessed finished at 105.
I feel like I should get something for hitting the actual proof.
Eric guessed finished at 106.
No, like I should get more. I get the proof.
We both did pretty good on
I
that.
only have 4 points. I didn't do good at all.
Totaling everything up, Todd you finished with 4 points.
Where's our sound effect for that?
Andy, you finished with 5 points.
Way to go, Andy!
I think Andy won it.
I have 6 on my
I
sheet.
think Andy won one.
I think Andy had 6.
No,
He said he had
no.
6. I don't know. Go with Dan. Dan, you had 5. Okay.
I thought he had 6 too.
I thought he had
he got
No, he got 1 point for the rye on A.
Oh, it's 1
Right.
point.
He got 2 points for the proof on B. 2 points for the rye on D,
5.
and that was it.
Okay, fair enough.
Damn it. You beat me by 1 point.
Sean got 2 points. Eric with 2 points. And Chris with 3. So Andy,
You win! We came in first and second.
Andy wins. Todd coming in second.
We had 9
Chris
points.
coming in third. And then Eric and Sean tied
So
for.
to all you naysayers out there,
JG, Joe
when
Gray.
you find yourself in a skirmish,
Oh, here we go.
And Andy won a blind. Let the record show.
and you don't think that you can be in a skirmish anymore because you start swirling it.
So do you guys think that by me adding in rum and finished whiskey for a lot of these, that it messed a lot of things up?
I think you were messing with people's
I
heads.
thought for sure the rum was going to be in here.
But there was nothing sweet enough that I thought
Yep.
was going to be a rum.
We
out of
said
that
it.
whole thing. So I just
God dang it.
Although that Peerless does drink like a little like
That
rum
Peerless
or
drinks
rum
like
finish.
trash.
Yeah.
That was
It was
I
weird,
don't like
but-
that bottle at all. I don't
the
like Peerless Rise.
that had a funky nose. It was weird, but it was
Joe
fun.
Graves,
Yeah.
Joe Caddy Graves got me a single barrel from Peerless when they went down there. I didn't like it at all. I don't like Peerless Rise evidently.
My prize is apparently I want a date with JG. He put it in the comments.
Nice.
So,
Todd is a
All right.
boat.
I
Thank
think
you.
is that Bono or is that like Bozo? Did you
I
miss
think,
the Z?
I think he meant to. Yeah,
I think you missed
guys,
the Z.
we did not do good as a collective whole here. We did not do good.
Todd, you need
Again, I think by me adding in, and again, this is like a kind of a trial, but I think by me adding in that there was rum in here, or maybe even finished whiskey, but I didn't want to leave it down to two categories between a bourbon and a rye.
Yeah.
You gotta throw some kind of variety in there.
No,
Can I say this about the blind too?
it's tough.
9 times out of 10 when I've done blinds the past couple weeks,
Yeah.
I'm already a couple pours,
It's
3
true.
beers deep, the whole 9 yards. My
It's true.
palate's already wrecked. Like this is the first sip I've had all night.
That's
I actually
true.
like doing blinds this way a little bit better.
He likes it when he
So-
wins. That's what he likes.
Well, that's bonus. It's an added bonus of comes with the territory.
So,
Tyler.
so
tough.
going forward, if I continue to do these, should I take out those categories or keep them in there and throw people off?
I don't think so. I say keep them.
Make people think, man.
Yep.
I think the mental game is what it is.
Yeah.
we were all searching for a rye
Because I could tell
a rum. We
Chris,
were all searching
Chris
for
was
rum.
thinking the same thing. These are just not sweet enough, and I was like, I'm kind of on the same page. Like, they're just rum. To me, has that certain sweetness level that takes.
Yeah, that Old Dominic though, like when I first tried that, I think Richie Z got me onto Old Dominic. I think he sent me this bottle actually. When I tried that, I was like, man, this does not taste like MGP. Like, I'm sorry, it does not. It doesn't have that profile at all. But they do. They source through MGP. It says it's made in strict accordance with the Old Dominic's family recipe, 100 proof, Memphis, Tennessee. But again, it's distilled in Lawrenceburg. So, but when I try this, it does not taste like MGP whiskey to me at all.
What do you think it tastes like?
I mean, there's these these are off profile bottles. I'm not like when I say
Yeah.
bourbon. The bourbons you put in here don't drink like traditional bourbons, right?
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
you throw in those extra categories in there. This was really tough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yeah.
to
I try to make it tough for you guys because I feel like the last couple of blinds I did, people were kind of got it easy. So I wanted to kind of make it a little more difficult this time.
But I think it being difficult makes it interesting, Dan. So yeah.
What was that 4-gate? I love
That
that
was
bottle.
the Ruby Rye Springs.
That was. I love that.
You
Was
probably can't see it, but
that was nice.
Yeah. That's
No,
good.
hey, you did a good job with this, Dan. The funny thing is, I think about too some of these some of these picks are fun too because they're so different from the traditional offering. I mean, I just thought like the Char King that we had from Wilderness Trail, that it's nothing like a traditional Wilderness Trail rye, and that's what makes it fun. So you throw these things in blinds, and it's hard sometimes to pick out exactly what you're drinking.
yeah, I mean, like I said, like when I did Matt Madness the last year, he threw in Crown Royal, just regular Crown Royal. There you go.
There you go.
There you go, man. Thank
Shall we
you.
all drink? Should we all drink? I think we should.
Hell
He's
yeah.
much more attractive than you are.
Guys, thank you so much for doing this, man. I know it was I wanted to make this kind of difficult because there's a lot of good palettes on this screen right now. So I couldn't make it easy. So
Would you like some, Andy?
Don't pretend like you're all kind of. Although 2 years ago you were calling things P90X. Don't pretend like you know. You're
Hey,
Hey Todd,
Yes.
Dan, thank you to you, man. Thank you for
you
saying
haven't had a peerless rye you like?
I've only had
Me?
2. It's the
You got to try Mash and Journey's strawberry grooves pick.
Haven't had that.
It is.
I had one that Joe and Kathy Grace brought. It wasn't terrible, but I didn't love the profile on it, and I definitely did not like that profile.
which one?
Peerless Rye?
Fearless Rye, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love it. So I don't want to make the assumption that they're all. I heard really good things, but I love ryes, and I did not love that profile. I like a more minty sort of baking spice rye, and that's not what that is.
yeah, Chris, for me, I mean, outside of this pick that I have, I mean, that's only aged for 3 years. So that's when like Peerless was putting out young stuff. I have never tried anything older. I don't have that strawberry grooves pick. So I never tried anything older than that 3 year Peerless. So not rye anyway. Bourbon I have, but not the rye.
This might be like 5. This might be like 5 years.
Oh, there you go. I have to try that, Chris.
Yeah, but Dan, that Peerless rye, that's the weirdest rye I've ever had.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a weird rye.
I swear to God, you can ask Jason or Scott. There was a sister barrel that they had for sale. It was called Orange Blossom, and it was like a creamsicle at 3 years old, and it was a sister barrel right next to this one. Like that's how different it was, and then we just couldn't believe it, you know.
Don't mess with that. Just get a Dusty Dan single barrel pick from Sagamore. Right. You can't go wrong. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, save your money on the Peerless.
Exactly. Right now, I mean, of that
Honestly,
more than half gone. We need another.
It
one.
is a great pour.
I appreciate that, guys.
I
Thank
think
you.
we're gonna give away one.
And Dan, you were saying earlier that's 8 years, right?
It is confirmed 8 years from Brian. Yeah, so there was a delay in bottling, and that pushed it to that 8-year point from when it was in the barrel. So it is confirmed 8 years through Brian. He confirmed it on the live that it is 8 years. So
Very nice, man. 8-year Sagamore.
yeah, I don't know. I got to contact Jay at Shared Pour. I don't know how many I have left to sell, but
let's get them sold. Come on, guys.
I'm trying, man. It's hard. 204 bottles is a lot for me.
That's crazy.
You know, you're gonna get there because it's good. It's not. This is it's good juice in the bottle. So you're gonna get there. And by the way, Stanley's in the running now too. The match bill just came up with a super chat for you.
Yes, he did. Stanley, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Says hello to all the sexy people on the screen.
Stanley.
Oh, and you, Todd.
I got a hot wife. I don't care about you. My wife hot as shit, so I don't care.
He said, "Fuck y'all."
I'm serious, man. My wife's hot.
That's
So,
funny.
whatever.
Yeah, guys, I just, I wanted to send this to you. I put a lot of thought behind this one. I wanted to kind of make it difficult because, again, there's a lot of good palettes on the screen. So I noticed the last couple times that I did, I sent out the blinds. I did one with Marty and Katie and Ethan. And then I did one with, goodness, I can't remember who I sent the first one to at the second. But
Bob Sacramento.
Jim J. Bullock.
No, it's okay.
Never mind.
It just I sent it to Darrell, Kelsey, and Jeff, and they just seem to get it fairly easy. So I wanted to make this one a little more difficult, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't like completely throw you guys off with throwing in those additional categories that weren't technically in there. So
I gotta be honest. When you said rye was in the category, I was like, "There's a rye in here somewhere, and I gotta find it." Right? And we were all probably thinking that. Where's the rye? I mean,
I do have rum, but not high.
Although
rum.
It would have been fun if you threw one in just because everyone was kind of zeroed in on it. Funny, when I went to Fish Paws, which is part of the syndicate with all the local stores around here that do the picks with Justin and George, and there was an old line Caribbean cask finish, and I'm sitting there with a guy at the bar and I'm trying a few things. And he says, "Have you tried this old line?" And I was like, "No, but I want to. This looks great. I haven't seen this before." I sipped on it and I was like, "Holy cow!" I was like, "This is glorious." I was like, "But man, this is like the sweetest whiskey I've ever tasted." And they said, "That's because it's rum. It's not finished in Caribbean rum cask. This is Caribbean rum." I was like, I missed that. So, but I just was not a rum drinker, and so to have that, I was like, "Wow, that's really, really good." So. But it was crazy sweet, and I just didn't think anything on this list so far was sweet enough to classify as a rum.
And you were right.
Yeah.
Is Amy Boehm or Kathy Graves or Joe Graves still in the chat? I'm curious.
Amy just commented not that long ago.
Evidently, Amy's might be coming to our February meet together at the Graves house.
What?
When is that, by the way?
Wait, is she local?
February. No, she's in South Carolina.
North Carolina, I think. Right?
Or North Carolina, somewhere south.
Oh, man, that would be awesome.
How cool would that be?
Wait a minute,
Sean, are you gonna come up for the Match and Journey meetup? Do you know?
When is it and where?
Mother's Day weekend, if I'm not mistaken, in Baltimore at Sagamore.
Problem. That's a big problem.
Okay. Let's see.
Chris, are you going to that?
So
Okay.
I'm in South Kentucky. That's a little bit of a drive, but we might be able to swing that.
Okay.
If I'm honest, I don't know when Mother's Day is, so that doesn't help me at all.
It's in May.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So the reason I'm asking is because my wife, she works in a tax office. So after April, then we can do stuff. Until then, it's locked down.
Right. Kathy said she invited her. That's
Mother's
awesome.
Day
Amy
weekend,
Bowen
eh?
coming up. That'd be awesome.
Interesting date to choose, Mother's Day weekend.
My point was on this get together. Are we really doing our purple top line? Is that what we're doing?
Colin, thank you so much for the super chat, man.
No.
Got to get in for the great samples. Thanks again for the great blind date. Cheers, man. I'm glad the samples got to you. I was worried, to be honest with you.
Made it just in time.
They were like, "Yeah, this is outside of our shipping zone." I was like, "What do you mean? What the hell does that mean?" I've never heard out of all the samples I've seen out of people, I've never heard them say this is outside of our shipping zone. I was like, "What the hell does that mean?"
Believe me, Dan, that's on purpose. I live in the middle of nowhere on purpose.
Hell yeah, buddy. Yeah, I don't blame you at all, man. Shit, I don't blame you at all. I would kind of like that.
Oh, Dusty Dan.
Dusty Oreo Cookie wants to know if she can get a bottle from you if you can autograph it.
Oh,
yeah, autograph it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Here.
Tape a chest hair to that thing for her.
Yeah, I'll tape a little chest hair to it.
Oh
For
shit!
sure, Joe.
I don't have any chest hair, so when we do one, I have zero chest hair.
Fucking eyebrow hair, man. It'll work.
Are you
that
serious
either.
right now?
I don't have hair anywhere.
It's freaking freaky here, Mr. Bigglesworth.
I am a what kind of cat they call it?
You're a hairless Cheshire cat.
That's
Honestly, Todd, I wish I had less hair than I do.
Yeah, my wife doesn't like hair, and I'm that's why she's with me. I think.
You found the one hairless male on the planet.
There it is. That's it.
Yes, Oreo Cookie, I'll be glad.
I know I'll find him.
Oreo Cookie, I'll be glad to sign a bottle for you if you like. Absolutely, I will gladly do that. No problem.
Look at that, Dan.
Has
Look at
Oreo
that.
ever asked you to sign or me to sign a
She's
bottle? That we
not-
sent out
well,
the 85,000 bottles we sent.
She has won a lot from us.
Yeah,
She
so-
supports us though.
It's
they both
true.
do.
We've never
Once
signed.
you guys do your pick, she'll want it signed from you guys.
Exactly.
All right,
Well,
fair
not
enough.
from us, maybe for who was.
Yeah, I don't know what you two are working on, but I'm
something.
intrigued. I'll say that.
Well, let's just say Old Crow is involved. Ancient Age, possibly
Chris
a
knows what
little
we're
bit of bottom shelf benchmark.
Chris,
It's
we have
gonna
a
be
call
great.
Wednesday. Anyway, so just make sure we be in touch. Chris will be doing it with us.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hey, so Dan, since I also got this today, I got to pour a little bit of this.
What is that?
The let's see, so 1956 Cream of Kentucky.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy. You won
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a little bit of this in the glass.
All right.
So, Sean, the cool thing is we live like literally 5 seconds from Dan, so we can drink. You just meet Dan, and he's got like bottles in his backpack. Here you go. Have some of this. Have
And-
some of that.
and-
Have some of that.
I do.
Always has whiskey on it.
does.
All right.
And it's
My
always
kinda guy.
good.
And I would, Joe, by the way, his comment, I would, if when Tuesday night is to pick, Andy will sign FU Joe for me. I
got
would
somebody
not
else.
do that because I
Somebody
wouldn't want
else.
anyone to think that was Joe Flacco.
Mm.
So I will not do that. Don't worry. There's no way I could put FU Joe in any bottle.
But someone else might say that.
Right.
We might have somebody else sign up.
So
for
I
it,
might
just
have,
for Joe.
I might have to do something different. I'll give Joe a special.
Joe, you have a special autograph bottle. Don't worry.
Yeah, people think I don't like Joe. I do like Joe.
Do you?
I do. I'm not in love with him like you.
That was
are.
hard to tell
I-
after last week.
But well, look, last week I was just I was
He
having
was
a little
ang- he
fun.
was
I
an
don't want
angry
people
elf.
to get you know too upset about that. You pick on the ones you like, sort of, kind of, probably not. So it's you know the way it's fine. Joe's a big boy. He's from North County. He can take it. He's all right. He's fine.
Drifting
Sean, I
Dragon.
got the same
I
thing.
left a sample of 22. Was it it was the George C. Stagg. I left my sample in the Uber. And in my defense, I was very drunk.
I found
Left it in
mine.
the Uber. I was your Uber. I have your sample.
Oh, okay. Chris has it. There you
Good,
go.
yeah.
I actually had to go to Uber.
Oh my god.
What is this, a character hour?
I didn't
I was
remember.
wondering why.
I love how he called Christopher David and Uber.
Chris has my sample. There it is. There it is. Hold on. And we were all feeling good that night. Don't
I'm
worry.
sure.
Eric, we were all feeling good. All
I
right.
still know what method of transportation I got home by, though.
Well,
Planes, trains,
I
and
know.
automobiles from the grave
Not
house.
a random person, and it was a friend of his.
when we started talking Coy Hill, that was when it all went downhill. Coy Hill.
Oh
went downhill.
man, good times.
Playing craps that I didn't know what I was
Graham,
doing.
thank you so much.
Coy Hill. Yeah, that's
Although
fun.
Chris did know how to play craps. He was very
Yeah.
good.
Drifting Drams, that is for Kathy Graves because she has to deal with Joe.
Oh,
Hey, let me be honest with you. Again, if cheap shameless plug, which I don't care, the Patreon, if you go and you see the video from the graves that night, Kathy is a saint.
she is
Not only
100%
did she
a
put up
saint.
with Joe, but man, I mean, she's behind the scenes. She was doing all
All of it.
the setup and everything like that. Kathy's a rock star. Now,
Yep.
she's a Cavalier too, like us. So it makes sense.
Spaldy, baby.
But Kathy's awesome, and so
Yeah.
just have to.
Yeah, I
say
mean,
it.
she did. Not only did she cook, right?
Well,
Cook, she did. I mean, she poured all the blinds for us.
wash the glass.
Joe
Joe
did.
did.
Joe does
Wash
make
the
some good
glasses.
brisket.
His brisket is.
Joe makes some good brisket
go
on the
with that
smoker. He
brisket.
knows his stuff. so.
Good is an understatement. That brisket was fantastic.
You don't leave on an empty stomach when you go there. Let's put it that way.
No.
All right.
Sean, do you like brisket? Who doesn't?
Hey,
like
and you got a
brisket?
new member here apparently. There,
I live in the
Yeah.
mid south.
H.
Hey, but
Jay.
Jay's the man.
Thank you so much, Jay. Again, the whole membership thing is something that I'm very new to, as well as patron. I haven't figured out the tier level yet, but I will get some tier level stuff kind of for the membership, and then I'll do it the same for the patron once I get it set up. I got to get a tier system set up. So thank you so much, Jay. Much appreciated, man. Thank you.
Sean, Dan was gracious enough to send me a sample of this as well.
Bourbon of the week.
What do you got, Chris?
I can't believe this is only 80 proof.
I think you want to know who won the actual his.
What are you hearing, Chris?
What is that?
Oh, the cream of Kentucky?
Yeah. Is that
Oh,
cream of Kentucky?
we don't have any cream of Kentucky, Andy.
The 1955 cream of Kentucky.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm 46 years old.
Okay, so I have the 56. Interesting. So we can compare notes here.
Yeah, I mean, so again, for old stuff, I mean, again, it's a very different profile for those of you who haven't tried old whiskey.
You know what
again, it's very, very, very different profile. Again, I mean, corn was different back then.
Yeah,
Wheat was different back then. The process, I mean, everything, the water, the trees. So it's very, very different. But I fell in love with old whiskey. So
and you should.
I will say, Dan, nicest nose of the night. And we had some great whiskeys tonight, but this nose is fantastic.
You like it?
Perfumey.
Yeah, man.
Perfumey. It's more delicate. It's lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very light. I don't think I have that bottle here, do I? No, I don't.
It's a beautiful nose. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that one here. I have that at home. I swear I rotate some stuff every now and again, but Chris is still in here. Who won? Chris, Bourbon of the Week. Andy won with 5 points. Todd in second with 4. Chris in third with 3, and then Sean and Eric both finished with 2 points.
It was a tough blind.
But this was a very tough blind. This was probably the hardest blind that I've put together, I think, ever, maybe.
That's fantastic.
There's a lot of good palettes on the screen, so I had to do
hold on. We got to do a blind then at the next meetup, so he knock him off because he's going to say this now until we do another blind.
No, that's not true. The chatter got a little bit big about, oh, Todd's so great. Let's all send Todd. I was like,
you
guys
beat him
are
by
dumb.
1 point, one freaking point.
You know what?
It was very close.
Second place is just first loser.
Oh god!
As far as I'm concerned.
So, Chris, you hear this guy?
You're not first or last.
And now Andy's only got you 2-1. So there you go.
True, that's true.
You're lucky that Eric's on here and he's your fanboy because
Eric knows what he's talking about. Honestly, I think me and Eric's palate
oddly
quite
he's like
similar.
Joe. You have 2 people. I didn't think I'd find another person after Joe that liked you, but there's 2. Eric is on this club too, so that's fine. You've got 2 people.
Andy,
2.
you've known me for 45 years.
Maybe 3.
45 years.
You've liked
but Dan, one more time. The meetup in Baltimore. Date.
It's Mother's Day weekend. I want to say it's like was it the 13th, 14th?
Yeah, but it's gonna be. I think it's ticketed though, right? It's just a Mash and Journey thing though, Sean. So
what the hell do you mean it's ticketed?
I have no idea. Don't ask me. We're not because
Jason did say if you have a YouTube channel though, you don't have to buy a ticket though.
Yeah.
So
what's that?
You just have to get there.
Oh,
I mean, it's at Sagamore, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at Sagamore. It'll be at Sagamore. I think one day. Andy, Todd, did Jason get in touch with you at all?
No, of course not.
No, he didn't really. Not yet.
Honestly, he did not.
Okay, he will. He will. There's
no.
Yeah, he'll get in touch with you.
Not.
But yeah, it is at Sagamore. So one day is actually going to. I think the first day is going to be at the distillery itself. There they have a whole lawn and they'll have food and stuff like that. And I think the second day is going to be at the farm, which I went there with them, but I don't remember where it is. It's on a huge piece of property.
It's out in Reisterstown.
Yeah.
Is it in Reisterstown?
I think it's in Reisterstown.
Okay, yeah, I can't. I know it's out there like somewhere, but that was it sits on a huge piece of property, really big. Again, like tracks and stuff like that. Horse racing tracks and stuff. But they also age some whiskey out there as well. So I think there may be a barrel pick in the mix for some stuff. So I can't really speak on it too much because it's not my event, but I think that's kind of what the plan is. So, but again, I think as Jason stated, if you have a whiskey channel, you don't have to pay to get in there. So It is Mother's Day weekend. I'm pretty sure the 13th and the 14th of May.
Honey, good news. We're going to Sagamore for Mother's Day.
Good news and bad news. Good news is we're going to a farm. Bad news is we're going with Andy and we're drinking whiskey all weekend that you don't love. You think she'll be all right with that?
Yeah, sure. We'll be fine.
There you go.
Good planning.
Joe says Mother's Day weekend. Todd, you have to strap a GoPro to your forehead.
Same problem. It's not just me.
Oh, I don't have the same problem. You will videotape anything, anywhere, anytime.
That's true. I will.
Oh God. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do this giveaway here really quick. So Katie, Ethan, if you guys are in the chat, what are we looking at as far as a number? We can go ahead and do this giveaway. We can get this thing started. Does anybody have to be up really early tomorrow?
Yep.
Do you?
I get up at 5 every day. It's not going to stop me from drinking whiskey with you fine folk.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Joe Graves' picture. Did you see that? Oh, that's awesome.
Joe is a stud, man.
That's a great
that's a
picture.
naked picture he sent you. That's strange.
Yeah.
All right. So 1 through 48. Burban says, I wish I would have entered for someone. It's all right, man. No worries, buddy. All right, guys. We'll do 5 more minutes. At 10:30, we'll call it for the giveaways. Any last super chats, that's fine. Again, I have some dusty stuff to give away. The Turks have something to give away as well. A very nice sample pack. 13th Colony Double Oaked. I'll open the bottle and make this a full ounce for anybody who wants it. So
Sweet.
You drop a link and you don't have to wait for the delay on a chat. Joe says, I thought the blurred picture of my junk, dang it. All right. So, Andy, Todd, what kind of videos you guys have coming up here?
So we've got a Larceny A123 review coming up, and the Origin Series, which you've already tasted, that coming, as well as the first barrel-aged beer from KBS.
Shit.
It is a coffee chocolate stout that's coming out. Just came out, so we have that. So all good stuff.
Nice.
And
what about
we did just drop the best of barrel-aged beers
Yes.
of 2022.
Yes.
So remember,
We
we
did
are
beer
all things
too.
beer, bourbon, and rock and roll. So we did do our best albums of the year. We also did our top barrel-aged beers of the year. We just dropped in the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
So.
Did you guys do your you can only have 5 whiskeys challenge yet?
It's already shot. I am in the process of editing now. And don't point at me like I'm putting stuff out. Don't
You are.
But it's coming.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be
Sounds
coming.
way.
Do you guys have someone in mind that you're going to challenge to the?
One of them's on the stream right now.
Yep. He may or may not be wearing a cowboy hat.
So Sean, be ready for that. Your
Y'all
challenge.
be ready.
Okay.
And then there's another one who likes sauces, and there's alliteration in his name. That's all I'm saying.
So if you like something that rhymes with Saucy Shane, you'll know who we're talking about.
You will be
All
on
right.
there.
I like it.
Each of us challenge somebody.
That's great. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Andy.
Hold on. Did you see the latest thing that just came up? Hold on.
Peter B says Larceny 123 just got mine. Can't wait to see what you think of
Oh,
it.
see, look, now the FOMO is going to kill you, isn't it?
Where do you find these, man?
Todd's already got his. I know that.
Yeah. Andy. Andy with the $5 super chat says, remember when I chatted twice? Andy 2, Todd 0. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, much appreciated. Again, you're in it to win it. So thank you. All right. Joe. Just show that picture and she'll know. Oh God. I don't know. I don't want to know what you guys are sharing over there. JG says he knows what the #1 album is. What is it? It's crazy that A123 is out. We haven't even gotten the C922.
I don't know.
Yeah. Exactly, Chris. We don't get anything in Pennsylvania.
Even where you're at, Chris, you don't get anything?
I got to go down in Maryland and get everything.
Really?
In Pennsylvania, Eric can attest to this too. It's like it's random. It's like they put it online. They'll put like a Larceny Barrel Proof online, and you have no idea what batch you're getting. You just order it, and it shows up, and it's like, oh, great, it's
Surprise.
last spring or whatever. It's fun.
Chris, I didn't even get when Elijah Craig Barrel Proof dropped the A batch last year. They didn't send it to my part of the state. They sent it to every other part of the state, and we got C921. I'm like, really?
Gotta love it.
Pennsylvania.
How far, Chris,
so
Eric, how
backward.
far do you guys live apart from one another?
I'm right on the Maryland line up 83. So I'm south of York.
Right. So probably inside of an hour, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing when I was talking to you before. It's like an hour. Closer than the Graves.
Larceny is at Dawson. That's right. Okay, Joe. Yeah, I gotcha. I thought you had to have a card to get something from Dawson's, though.
Hey, guys that have been to Sagamore, just curious about the meetup. So, are they cool with you bringing bottles?
Sort of.
Yeah.
We got our hands slapped a little bit. Well, I had all the bottles on the table, and Todd was, you need to put all this stuff away. Or
no, Andy was. I didn't say that.
Look,
I never said that.
BT told me to keep it under wraps. I said that's fine. Fair enough. I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds. So,
right.
I never.
The more hidden it is, the more likely it is to be accepted. As is kind of everything in life.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just can't have a full display of your selection on the table. That's not.
I feel like he said anything that's not a Sagamore bottle, just make sure it's like
hidden.
Exactly what he said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. And he freaked out and like made everybody put anything away. He said such a buzzkill.
All my bottles are Sagamore bottles. Also, this is probably considered a private event. The event that we were was a public event. It was the Penny's Proof.
Agree.
All I can say
there was radio stations, there was news outlets there was social media, as Todd and Andy were there. So it had a little bit more exposure, and I think they didn't want anything caught on film. And so I understand that. So this is a private event. Brian might be a little bit more lax.
Yeah. If they're
going to do a bottle share at the hotel, so I mean,
yeah,
they invited us out, and we'd like to be invited back. So I wasn't going to take any chances that day. It was
true. Right.
Yes, sir. We'll put them away gladly, no problem. So
I feel like
the rebellious follower was like, "Hey, Brian, I don't need to listen to you because I'm Todd." So
I didn't say
yeah, I mean, I feel like since this is a Mass and Journey thing, I'm just going to show this at the door and be like, "This is my ticket in."
You're in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A really good idea. Show a bottle pick. You're in. No ticket required.
Exactly, Joe.
Bobby McDaniel says, "Wait a minute, you guys are getting releases."
Hey, Chris, didn't you bring like the 10-year Sag? What did you bring? You had that old Sagamore, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was like their first.
Yeah, so their second year, the ones of us that were in it from the start, from when they had their launch party at the farm and all of that, we were invited back, and they did they did like their first barreling or something. We signed the barrel, but then they also released a 10-year-old MGP, which was similar to the same blends that they were using.
Yeah.
So that's what I brought. I drank it all. I don't have any more left, but so that's what we were drinking.
Yeah,
it was this 10-year-old MGP, but it was supposedly the same proportionable blends, how they do their high and low rye blend.
Yeah, that was good stuff, man. To be honest with you, I mean, I know you let me try it when I was there, so that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Bourbon, thank you so much, man. There's one entry for me, one entry for Tony Two Toes. Thank you so much. Drifting Drams, $10 super chat says because Pennsylvania is the worst. 2 for Eric D. Much appreciated. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna go ahead and do this giveaway now. What does it say? This hotel share is like Bastard's Ball. I think it might be better than Bastard's Ball, man.
Where's the hotel? What hotel is everybody staying at?
It's the hotel wherever people are staying when they come in for the second night for the meetup, Master Journey meetup.
What is it's on Route 1.
Is it on Pulaski Highway?
It's on Route 1.
It's on Pulaski Highway.
What's weird is that's all little.
It's right next to the Gold Club.
Awesome.
I thought there was a bunch of people that were staying at your house because your wife was like, excited to go to the meetup and like those people and everything like that on Mother's Day weekend.
100%. Yeah, sure. I have 3 kids. It's great. Yep. Come on.
Just order a pizza first, and that's your entry.
We do live like 7 miles from Sagamore, but no one's staying in my house. I'm telling you that right now.
Can I stay there?
You could, but nobody else. Yes, Tina actually likes you more probably than Andy. So,
all right, guys, we're going to get into this giveaway here really quick. So we have numbers 1 through 55. So the first sample giveaway, I'm going to go ahead and do. Chris, if you want to pick a number 1 through 55, this is going to be for the 13th Colony 1-ounce sample of their doubled oak.
11.
Number 11, Drift and Dram. Number 11. Ben says, "Is it Chaps?"
Oh, they have a good beef.
Yes,
they do. Which is outside the Gold Club.
Hey, Dan, while we wait,
you know that.
Yeah. Have you had this?
Yeah. I haven't had that one. I have the what is it? The brownie orange, whatever the hell it's called.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
I have that one. I haven't had the pineapple mojito though.
Okay, because I'm trying to put together. So I'd mentioned these two to you. I usually like to send out 3 or 4 samples at a time because if you're going to ship it, you might as well send out a few. So it's hard to find that stuff that you don't have. So.
No, I mean there's a lot of stuff I don't have, man. Again, I'm appreciative of anything, man. So again, all appreciated.
Joe Graves brings up a good point. I drive you home, and I still can't stay at your house.
You drive him home and you're the fucking Uber driver.
Yeah, you were the Uber, Chris, remember?
Well, maybe the stag sample was his payment.
Andy, you won.
Yeah.
Yes, I did win. Oh, I won?
You won the sample of the 13th Colony Double Oak.
There you go.
Oh,
that's
cool. He's on fire.
You know what? Today is a good day. It pays.
Like I said, I'll once I crack that bottle, I'll fill this back up to the full sample limit. So
you're winning all tonight.
Well, when you find yourself in a skirmish,
skirmish.
Congrats, Andy. Well deserved, my friend. Thank you so much again for the super chats.
Hey, man. Well deserved there, Dusty.
No.
You're a good man, and anytime you ask us to do something, we don't do it for everybody. So you ask us, we're like, yeah, we'll do that.
I appreciate it, man. Again, thank you. So again, you win. I'll fill as soon as I crack the bottle. I have it at the house. I'll fill this back up and get it to you. There's actually something else I think.
Actually, Dan, you should just bring it over and we'll just sit down. We'll put a little fire out in the backyard. We'll drink some whiskey that night. So we'll just
you let me know whenever that is happening, and I will be there.
Be right there, Andy. I'll be right there.
We'll tell Todd it's on a Friday. And we'll do it on a Saturday.
I'll be right. So I'll be there both nights. I'll be there both nights. If you're not there Friday, I'll be there Saturday.
All right, so. Andy, if you want to guess a number, I guess between 1 and 54. Yeah, 1 and 54.
1 and 54. What's your
This is going to be for the sample of the 1950s Old Forester.
I will do it. What's your favorite number?
52.
Todd's favorite number is 52, so let's do 51.
Gotta love it.
It's not my
number 51. This is for the 1950s Old Forester.
Oh, Oreo, there's no wheel. I know. It's different. I know. Oreo's using the wheel.
Todd, did you base that off of the year that you were born, or why was that your favorite number?
First of all, Eric, we're friends, and you're with me.
Benedict is starting to change colors. And that's fine by me.
I think I look my age. I don't have the hair, yes, but I
hit your wagon to a winner there, Beavis, and that's what's going on right now.
First of all, I think I look my age, by the way. Thank you.
No, you don't.
I think I look younger than my age.
Really?
If I had hair, I would be, listen, if I got plugs, I'd be good to go.
Oh, my God. 51 is Northwest Bourbon.
Oh, Mark.
Here's Mark.
Mark, way to go.
Buddy.
All right. Fantastic. I hope 50. Yeah, that's awesome.
Good job, Mark.
That is awesome.
Heartside's calling it number 17.
Just calling out random numbers now.
I don't think Northwest Bourbon is still in the chat. We'll give it a second. Congrats, Mark. again, thank you so much for the super chat. Congratulations too. I mean, it's a 1950s old Forester, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Next will be 1 through 55, not 11 or 51.
I'm just joking. I'm not getting plugs.
You should get plugs, Todd. That would be pretty badass.
It would be not
Well,
bad.
you need a donor area. That's gonna be.
You know about this, huh?
Oh god!
Where do you
All right,
think
guys.
it
This
from?
next sample is going to be for the pre-prohibition old Oscar Pepper, distilled in 1917, bottled in 1933.
That's
Very cool.
Damn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I hope I win that too.
Just bring it all.
Give me all.
I don't think he's still in the chat. So, Eric, if you want to pick a number 1 through 51, or I'm sorry, 1 through 55, 1 through 55,
33.
30. Oh, there
Eddie
you go,
Murray, look
33.
at that. Eddie.
That's my age, Todd.
Are you really 33?
Nah, I'm not.
No.
I'm a little north of that, but
Eric, I saw that your email has BJJ in it. Do you happen to practice jiu-jitsu?
for a long time, but not currently.
Okay. I did for almost 9 years, so that's why as I saw Paramount BJJ, I was like, wait a minute, this is not a normal email address.
Todd's trained in martial arts. Todd, aren't you?
Actually, I'm curious where you trained at. Was it
33 is Whiskey Nose, Marty.
All right, Marty.
Miyagi
Miyagi
Dojo.
Dojo.
For at ground control.
That's what I was gonna say. If you trained in
for
Maryland, you were either at ground control or
Yeah.
you're at like
Yeah.
Crazy 88 or something like that.
yeah, ground control with John Rallo. Yeah, all those guys over there.
Did
so-
you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, let me see that over there. That's good shit.
Driftless Glen, Sealback's pick. Holy shit.
That's
That's,
fantastic pour. That's also coming home with me.
good. No, you've left.
I've left all my good stuff over here. You're
Thank you very much.
Todd, is that the latest driftless Glen sealbacks?
No, I have that too, though.
no. I have to bring these things over to shoot, and then I don't bring them all home
This is
at the end of the
from
night.
the
And he
2022.
hoards them. So
It's amazing.
So
Still,
basically, I buy Todd whiskey.
Yeah, I was looking at that latest driftless there on sealbacks.
it's very nice.
Joe
Anyway.
Gray says that's funny. Todd was talking about how you could wrestle Dan the last time I saw him. Let's get this in the next day.
I did not.
You did say that. He didn't say wrestling. He said, "I'm pretty sure I could take Dan without a problem."
Bullshit.
That's what he
First
said.
of all, I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I love Dan. I'd never fight him.
It's because you beat the shit out of you.
That's true, but I don't fight anything.
No, you don't. You're a pretty timid little fellow.
Yeah.
Congrats, Marty. And I don't think
Marty
Marty's in the chat still either, guys.
Marty won.
Yeah, he won.
I'll send it to Marty. Just bring it
Yeah,
over.
just bring it to us.
That's
Chris, what are you drinking? Look at all those bottles behind Chris. Let's pick something that Chris can drink. Come on here.
not
I
even all the
was
bottles.
drinking the Rebel 10-year single barrel.
Ooh.
Nice. There you go, buddy. That was on my you can only have 5 whiskeys.
Oh, was it? Awesome.
Yeah.
Little hidden.
That was my
One
Friday
thing,
night pour.
that sat on the shelf.
Yep.
Like 3 years ago, it's sound.
I can tell you this right now, Dan. Our first whiskey for a mixer, no one in the history of this challenge has ever put this whiskey down.
Of YouTube, of Whiskey Tube has ever put this
It
on.
will be a complete and
Never.
total first.
This is the
just letting
mixer.
you know.
No one's
Dude,
ever.
those Rebel Yell single barrels are so underrated. It's not even funny, man. Like they're so good. Dan, don't take Todd to the ground, or you're getting some loving.
Oh my!
What's
Oh,
going on here?
okay.
What did I miss? Dan, I've never said this, and what's going on here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, Todd. I'm in. I don't know.
Weird.
Well,
All
that's
right,
good.
so I don't think Marty's in the chat anymore.
Give me my
Todd,
Yes.
do you want to pick a number 1 through 55? This is going to be for the sample for the Wild Turkey Decanter.
It's for only one person. Joe Flacco,
Flacco.
number 5.
Drift Flacco's elite.
Number 5.
Number 5 on the jersey, number 1 in our
Number
heart.
5, 1 through 55.
Joe
This is for the
Flacco.
Is there
Wild
any
Turkey
better
Decanter.
playoff?
That is currently sitting in this old Quaker bottle here.
Sort of like Joe Flacco. He's like an old Quaker.
Very nice.
Old Quaker.
Joe Burrow, how many AFC
No.
championships do you have? One. So is Joe. How many Super Bowls? Zero. Joe.
0.
Super Bowl
MVPs?
MVPs? One.
0.
Yeah. Hey Lamar, how
it's
many do you
not-
have?
How many
Zero.
interceptions has Joe Burrow thrown in the playoffs?
Drifting Dram
Well,
said
no.
Christopher David, the new version, ? If so, 150 or 125. Sorry, I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know.
The Rebel.
Okay.
Viking bourbon.
Viking bourbon.
Sweet. Congrats, Paul. Wherever you are.
Congrats, Paul. That is for the Wild Turkey Decanter.
And also, Andy, if you want number 1 on the jersey and number 1 in everybody's hearts, you can also go with Jalen Hurts of the
Who's he
Philadelphia
play-
Eagles.
who's he play
who are
for?
Going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right, the Eagles. You know what? Hey, look, it's a fan base that threw snowballs and batteries at Santa Claus. I have a hard time getting behind them, but
We're very passionate.
I'll say
But
this.
Santa Claus is a fictional being, so it doesn't really matter.
Why would you throw? Look, here's the thing. I actually hope
Well-
the Eagles win. I'm okay with that because I'm not a Kansas City or Cincinnati fan. I don't like either of those two teams. So good luck, Philadelphia.
We'll just leave it at this, Andy. You don't wear anything to that stadium except an Eagles jersey, okay? And that's
Oh, look. No. We've talked
That's
about
what
this.
it comes down
look,
to.
Eric, we actually have we spent 11 years in a row. Todd and I went up to Pittsburgh for the Ravens and Steelers game.
Yes.
Decked out in purple, head
hell
to
yeah.
toe, no problems.
None.
We know that doesn't transfer over to Philadelphia.
Not at all.
It's
do
like,
not
nope,
do that
you
in
don't do that in
Philadelphia.
Those-
No.
your kid will get kicked if you do that there. And Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, is the biggest crock of shit for a motto I've ever heard in my entire life.
by far.
You
Check
get some
out
love.
Jersey being the Garden State. It's similarly ironic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
Look at Baltimore. We're not the city that reads.
2023.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
But it's still fun.
That is a fact. I mean, honestly, I think Philly will probably win.
They should. That's what's scary
Especially
though.
with Mahomes hobbled. If he's hobbled, he is done for with Philly's pass
Well,
rush.
see, that's the problem. You think
Yeah.
about like when Tom Brady was supposed to wax Eli Manning and the Giants, years back,
No.
and all of a sudden out of nowhere, New York comes and wins. That's when things happen. You never know. So there's
Yeah.
always a chance.
No, I'm telling you right now, if Mahomes and he has a high ankle sprain, it's not getting better in 2 weeks. It's not.
Stories from Kirk Gibson, game-winning
No
home run
way.
off of Dennis Eckersley.
They
Things
are
happen
gonna
in sports. You
crush
never
him.
know.
They will. I'm sure at that point they will probably inject him with something.
I'm sure they will, but it doesn't
Yeah.
last for 3 hours. Well, they'll inject him at halftime. You're right. You're right. That's true, but it's still not the same.
Yeah, I agree.
It should be.
Oh.
I hope it's a better game. I hope it's not a blowout because this is a disappointing weekend. Well, actually, the Cincy game wasn't bad, but
Sean, what are you drinking? Eric, what are you drinking? Dan, what are you drinking?
All right, so real quick, guys, last sample. I know Viking bourbon is not in here. So, Andy,
yeah.
if you want to pick a number 1 through 55,
What about Eric? Why doesn't Eric get the pick?
Because
Eric-
I
Eric
picked
already
one. I
picked
picked
one.
33.
he already picked
where's
one.
Sean?
He picked Eddie Murray.
Oh,
Relax.
I think Andy's the only one who didn't pick yet.
No, you won.
It doesn't matter. I'm picking the greatest baseball player of all time. Played for the Montreal Expos. Is the greatest
Tim
leadoff hitter in
Raines.
the National League. Tim Raines, number 30. We're gonna go 30.
All right, number 30. Different Drams. This is for the last sample. This is for the old Kentucky Tavern, the Captain's Court here. Still have a good chunk left. Oh shit! Let's not break it. I won't have any left.
Joe and Todd are kindred spirits. The city that he spelled breeds wrong, and Kathy goes, obviously not the city that spells. He's so good. Kathy's the best. God love her. Oh my God. That's
Oh,
so
cheers, Mario. There he is.
Oh, that's perfect.
All right, guys. This is the last sample for the Kentucky Tavern. Oh, we still got to give away the Turks sample pack
Turks
too.
are a huge.
Yeah.
giveaway.
So, oh wow, number 30 is Richie Z,
Richie,
the legend.
All right.
Yeah,
Rock
right.
on.
Way to go, Richie.
Richie Z, you win the sample of the Kentucky Tavern, my friend.
Nice.
Yep. Don't forget about the sample pack. We are going to do that right now. Richie Z, if you want to pick a number 1 through 55, that is going to be for the Turks sample pack. and they have a lot of good stuff in there for sure. Congrats, Z.
Said Joe drank your entire bottle already, Dusty.
Which one? My pick?
Joe
Yeah,
Grave,
pick.
yes. So
He's
when
on.
you see your text messages, he killed your bottle already.
Damn, Joe.
Kathy said, "Thanks for saving me some, Joe." Literally gone already.
I know. I gave him my Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye. I left that there.
Oh, that was like my number one pick, I think, for that second blind.
Yeah, it was.
Holy moly!
Dang, you guys put a hurting on that bottle, Joe.
Right?
Damn.
Just got it.
Look at me. I'm sideways on the.
I think he needs to buy another one.
Oh, Joe, I would love if you bought another one, man.
We're gonna give away one. We're gonna buy one.
In fact, he'd love to buy another 20.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
If you have
That'd
the
be
means,
great.
just go ahead.
Bourbon, yeah, I got to go back and look at that, man. I got to go back and look at that live and see who won your sample pack. So I don't remember. I got to go back and look.
Oh yes,
I'll do that tomorrow, Bourbon. I'll do that tomorrow. Richie Z, where is he?
Have you tried the difference between this one?
Richie, pick a number 1 through 55, my friend.
Sounds good.
This is going to be for the Turks sample pack.
I agree. Sounds good.
Let me text them real quick. I was texting him back and forth about the football game.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
The Driftless Glen single barrel pick from Sealbacks last fall is not as good as the one that's out there right now. Just so you know.
Okay.
No, the one we have that you had better than this one.
Yeah, which one is this one?
This one just came out.
Oh, yep, agreed. Yep.
So you're saying the new one is better?
No, the other one, it's gone. So I wouldn't. It's good. It's not as if you had. Did you have the other one?
Okay, so I don't want to like get on a long tangent here, but to be fair, Todd, me and you have different choices on when it comes to Rise. So what are the notes that you get on this?
B, C, and G.
Good.
It's a more black pepper spicy. It's not the mint and
So I don't like mint. Like,
there's not much mint in this one at all.
Todd
right?
chews a lot of gum, Sean.
Now stop it.
You
and
do.
There's not
You
a lot
do
of
chew
there's not a
gum.
lot of bacon spice in this one either. It's more black pepper.
But wait a minute, that could do something. You do chew a lot of gum. You like gum.
I do like gum.
That's why you like Rise minty gum so
this guy.
much. I'm just saying.
Sorry, we're sidetracking your stream. Dan.
You're good. I'm waiting for Richie.
We all like gum.
He may be out.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Sean, I don't think it's bad. It's a very good pour. It's not as good. I don't like it as much as the one that Andy had from the fall of 22. That's all. It's very good. Okay. Again, maybe you're right. I don't. What do you like in your eyes?
Well, here. So where is my drift list that I love?
What are you saying about my? I take offense to what you say about my palate and Rise. I
No,
love
no,
it.
no.
Thank
So
you, Chris.
Don't be offended, Snowflake.
This is my second bottle.
Don't hit me. Don't hit
Is that
me.
your second bottle?
What?
Damn.
All right, Jay. You know what? Jay, what's with Jay?
No.
Jay had one tonight.
So Todd, you like more. You like the mint.
I love mint and very big baking spice. That sort of mint baking spice.
Todd,
I love that.
you
Old
do like
Carter
your baked
Rye.
stuff.
Old Carter Ryes are the favorite type of Ryes. That's it.
Some do have mint though. Some of the old Carters have mint.
Yeah, they do. I love that.
So like the Nashville bottle that you sent me that you love.
I do.
You got two of those. That's like a mint bomb, and that's not really my thing.
Oh, all right.
I appreciate it's a good rye.
Okay.
It's just not. It's not really my thing.
Guys in cowboy hats tend not to be minty guys.
This guy right here, he wins one blind by 1 point, and he thinks he's like the funniest guy in the world. Chris, help me out here.
He's pretty damn funny, to be fair.
Jesus.
Sean is great, man.
Chris, what are you drinking? He's drinking something else.
Skirmish.
So this.
Yes. Where's the links in the chat for this? People, let's buy it. In fact, I'm buying one right now. I'm buying one right now.
That says Instagram, Todd.
I'm getting there, Andrew. Do you know what Instagram is?
You
Really.
know what? I'm gonna buy one too, Todd.
Are you really?
I said I needed a backup because
I'm
mine.
gonna-
Remember that blind? You remember that blind we did at the Graves house where we combined?
Yeah.
We,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, no.
Actually, you know what? I'll buy one too, and I'll give one away tomorrow on the stream.
Whoa!
Oh my god, are you serious?
If you come on tomorrow, I'm giving away a full bottle of a Dusty Dam.
Woo!
I'll be
There it
there,
is.
man.
That's a
You know
giveaway.
that.
I like it.
I'm on every one of you guys' lives. I'm on every one of Sean's lives.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
man.
Sean, what's the album battle this week?
So
Get it.
this is
Buy
this
it.
is the
Go buy it.
this is the
Buy it.
first
Buy it. I'm buying it right now.
Go ahead, Sean. Sorry.
this is the first Patreon chosen Mash and Metal live stream.
Ooh.
So Adam, Mr. Whiskey Shits, he won last month's Patreon giveaway, so he got to choose. So we're doing shit. It's late in the night, and I've had some whiskey. Kill Switch Engage versus Parkway Drive. His choices there. And what we're going to do is like top 10 listened to songs off of Spotify from each band. So he didn't want to do an album battle, so that's what we're doing.
Cool. All right. I like it.
Yeah, so I'm a pretty big Kill Switch fan. Parkway Drive I'm not as familiar with. I've only heard like one song before this week from them that I like pretty well. So, yeah, so it's going to be some of these songs are new to me completely on both sides. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fun. The album battles are fun. Although we're shifting away tomorrow night. We're doing something outside of album battles. We're going to do something a little different tomorrow. So
Well,
I've heard that, yeah.
Well,
it'll still be music related.
you guys will pick what we actually play tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more viewer's choice tomorrow.
Well, then it's going to be nothing but death.
Uh-oh.
Put your money where your mouth is all I have to say.
I got you. Okay.
No, you guys will actually. Well, the wheel and you got.
It's either going to be cool or it's going to be an epic fail. Either way, we're trying it tomorrow. We'll see what
probably an
happens.
epic failure, but it's all good. And we're drinking everything from Barrel Nation.
Yeah, we are doing a little Barrel Nation tomorrow night.
Chris, you know that, right? Dusty, you know Barrel Nation? You should. Well, actually, you might not.
No. So, Barrel Nation, for the Maryland guys here, the local guys, they're a really large whiskey club out in Western Maryland.
Right.
So,
Frederick.
Yes.
yes. I was in Hagerstown last week. They took me out to dinner, and we tried some whiskeys and some samples. They gave me a bunch of stuff. It was a great time. So, we're probably going to be doing some work with them too. So, we got the Syndicate local here, and then Barrel Nation's very large out there. So, we're just trying to kind of do some networking with some local like bourbon clubs to try and just kind of grow this.
Look at this
local
guy.
level too.
Look at this guy. What's he doing?
There we go.
oh,
Some old school turkey there. Hell yeah.
I don't know. I'm not opening it, but I got one.
Woo!
I got one.
Eric's partying right.
Damn. Crack.
So Todd, real quick to answer your question on the driftless. The driftless pick that I love, this one from John
He's gone,
Grant.
Sean, he's gone. He left.
It's okay. You can.
He has a very narrow urethra, and he is going to take care of business.
But anyway, you can tell him when he gets back. This one is more like tropical fruits and like bubble gum and spices. I like a real spicy finish on a rye. This is John
Nice.
Cran. I don't know if it'll focus on that is the unseen hand pick there.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. From
Look,
neighbor.
either way, I think if you can get your hands on a driftless Glen single barrel, is worth getting. They
Oh, yeah.
do good stuff.
And they're all pretty different from the ones I've had. So
Now I'm on the hunt for Hirsch single barrels because I hear they are just killer, and I like Hirsch. I think for a value pour is fantastic anyway. So I want to start getting some Hirsch stuff.
Burr Ben says, did that cork come out clean?
So clean. I was nervous about it.
Uh-oh, hold on. What's
the old school turkey. Yeah.
Beavis got it.
Whoa. Hold on, some Nichols 101. You cracking that, Todd?
No.
Not sure if you heard that, Todd, but so this driftless I have
compromise the integrity of what's inside of
Not
it.
open it yet.
lots of tropical fruits and other fruit notes and lots of spice on the back end. That's what I'm all about on a rye.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll bet you that'll be fun one day to just kind of.
When the Ravens win Super Bowl, we're popping this open and chugging.
Well, we need Joe Flacco back.
Good luck with that.
So let me ask you this.
Who's picking our last number?
What did you say?
What do you think?
What do you say?
Here, Joe Graves has a question for all of us. So, a real question for everyone on this screen. Has a lot more bottles than me. What is the favorite bottle you own?
I can tell you right now.
I don't know if I own more bottles than Joe. So I don't know
My
if I
favorite
should.
bottle, I have probably the same amount. Actually, I have less than Joe. I have the Green Eye Purple Top from Willet is my absolute. It would have been my favorite bottle of 2022. It is a high rye bourbon from Willet. It's a 8-year or a 9-year. Chris, you could probably tell me. I don't have it in front of me. It's an amazing bottle. It's absolutely glorious.
It's an 8-year.
8-year. Okay, there you go.
Guys, we're here real quick. Before we get into these, this last question, Joe, we're going to finish that in 1 second. We're going to do the last giveaway.
Sorry.
All right.
It's still for the Turks sample pack. Richie, I don't know where he is, but if someone wants to, Sean, you want to pick the last number?
Sure.
1 through 55 for the Turks sample pack.
1 through. Okay. Let's see. 27 seems like the middle of that road there.
27.
Close to it, anyway.
27 Turks. That is going to be for your sample pack that you give away tonight.
Christmas. What? It's 27. Christmas.
To answer Joe's question, it would be this Lagavulin, 12-year-old Lagavulin from 2017. I have.
Is that Petey?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Petey.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Some marbles, a couple of baseball cards, PD.
You drinking more of that?
That's your favorite bottle.
Todd, you need to get on the Pete train.
And again, you know how many bottles I have in here. It is absolutely amazing. It's something I fell in love with years ago, and it is every 2017 I find. I even tell Justin and George, if you guys are out hunting and you see them, buy them. I'll put 20% on top. I'll buy them back off of you. I can't buy enough of them.
Did I pick my own number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, all right then. I feel like I'm the ultimate winner tonight then.
That's how you beat the system.
Sean, congrats, man. You won the Turks sample pack tonight, and that is an epic sample pack.
Wow, way to go, Sean.
Yeah, man.
Put your number.
If you're not going to win the whole thing, rig it and just
Pick
take
your
the
own
prize
number.
yourself. Pick
That's
your own
right.
number.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Joe said he loves to be. Chris, is that so? Would you consider that? I saw the I saw a post on I don't know what it was, but it was saying that like there's a certain Scotch that has a certain amount of peat that is a bourbon lover's Scotch. Would you consider that to be a bourbon lover's Scotch?
No.
No.
This one, absolutely not.
No.
This one is lemon and like a slight malt, but like citrus.
With
So
a side of Band-Aids
smoke
and
and you get
dark
citrus.
rubber.
It's like a roller coaster ride. It's fantastic. The finish goes on for days and it keeps moving and transitioning.
Is it heavy peat?
Yes.
Yes.
So I think the thing is with the peated stuff. So, and there's a difference between smoky and peated, because I like a smoky whiskey. I think peated can be tough to get over, and like I'm still struggling with the heavy peat, because I remember like the Ardbeg 10, like people when we did that in the blind, and people were saying,
Laughing at
"Oh,
us,
it's like
laughing
it's
at
like
us.
vanilla icing on a cake," and I'm like,
No.
it's kind of like Band-Aids and Michelin tires. Like I was struggling to get past it.
Should be noted too, Andy. There's a variety of peats as well, so it's
Yeah,
not
I
they're
know.
not all the same.
But there's a unique taste that comes with the peated note that I think you have to get through first. And so that transition into like single malts, which I love now, and not non-finished, just regular single malts, which I really enjoy, and then smoky whiskeys, like I really like them. So I feel like I'm dipping my toes in, but I need like a light peat to get into heavier stuff, like a very light peated.
Andy, I got
that I
something
can move in.
coming that I think that you might be able to appreciate. As soon as I get it, I'll send you guys some.
I need another vice in my life, so I figured Scotch will just add to it. So if
exactly.
if we can get me into Scotch, that'd be great.
What?
You're 100% correct. I mean, you could probably transition to something from like a blended Scotch, like Compass Box does really nice blends. They introduce a little bit of peat in some of their blends. Johnny Walker is a fantastic kind of just entry level because they mix in a little bit of peat into the blend. It's normally 3 major distilleries. Don't go for, if someone throws you a lot of peat right off the bat, it's going to be overpowering. That's all you're going to take.
It's an overpowering
As you
note.
drink more peated whiskey, the peat you get right over it really quick, and then you get into the subtle nuances of the Scotch.
It makes sense. That makes
Chris,
sense.
can you do a blind for us that has that sort of progression?
Yeah, but as soon as you taste a little bit of peat, that's all you're going to focus on.
Yeah.
You need to come over here and just kind of drink through things.
Okay.
And because a blind is going to stand out. Just a little bit of peat is going to stand out.
So
Even
I
if it's...
do want to try, which is going to be interesting, Todd. I haven't opened it yet, but I got the Sweetens Cove 22, and it's sitting at home, and it's finished in Scotch Speyside. How do you say it? Barrels. Speyside barrels. So, which is apparently a rather heavily peated Scotch. So I'll be curious to see how the bourbon resting in that imparts some of the peated notes that comes through. So I do want to. We could crack that one night on live stream. Just kind of go through it and taste it.
But, Chris, are you a big fan of Budenhaben?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that
some of their older expressions are they're getting crazy expensive now. The 25-year-old and the 30-year-old, they're getting crazy expensive. But the 18 is one of my go-to, and I try to introduce that as being like, if you're drinking bourbon, that would be a transition. But again, that still has. It's non-peated, but there's still a little bit of smoke there to it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So Roscoe there saying, I wish someone would have gave me Ardbeg 10 right off the bat. That's actually where I started in peated whiskey. But that being said, at first it turned me off, and then I got down to about the neck, below the neck, the kind of the shoulder area, and then I just started loving it, and I've been a fan ever since of peated whiskey. So
I think you're right. Sure, you got to drink it. And Jay said, "Hey, he's already done it for us, dummy." He said he sent us a good Scotch flight, which he did. We enjoyed it.
No, but
some of the people.
But
I think part of the problem with the peated whiskey, if in a blind, is or just like in a progression, you take an ounce sample.
Hold on,
and it's too much for you. Like that's if you go back and keep diving into it, it's kind of like the same thing when you start getting into any.
But no.
Go ahead, enlighten us.
No, I would just say people saying I could get like the icing and the lemon. Like all I got was burnt rubber and Band-Aids.
But that's because we're just getting into it. We're not used to that flavor profile yet.
I get it, but I don't get that when I have a barrel proof. It's
Todd,
hot.
you hated bourbon so much the first time I gave you an Old Granddad 114. You about puked. You said it was terrible.
I agree with you.
So your palate changes.
But it's a different flavor profile, and that's it.
And Todd, to that point, the first time the first sip of Ardbeg 10, it tasted like straight sulfur. I was like, what the hell is that?
Fire ash.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't need more Scott. I don't need more bottle. I don't need to buy more.
I'll buy it and it'll stay at your house. You'll be fine. So what are you worried
about? You don't have to buy more. It's about tasting different things.
I agree with you.
And expand your palate.
Completely honestly, I don't love the flavor profile of it. So like, if there's something to get me through that, I'm good for it. But
let's put it this way.
What?
Todd likes what Todd likes when Todd likes it.
No, that's not true.
No, wait. No, don't get upset. Don't get you've got that face. You got the mad face. Just hold on. He did this with single malts. I hate single malts. I brought over this bottle.
I hated your Woodford Reserve Stout
That's
mash.
not a single malt, dum-dum.
That was
it was 5 different malts.
It sucks.
That's not the same thing.
Tastes like
I brought this.
You guys are the freaking best.
I brought the Westward over, and I was like, "Try this." Like, this is really good. We drank half the freaking bottle at a barbecue.
We did.
So when Todd starts to like it, then it becomes a viable option for us to taste.
All right, that's true. Sure, if I like something, but if I don't like something, why would I keep drinking? Like, I don't love peated Scotch. I don't want the flavors of that peat, like that. I can't get over it.
But you didn't like bourbon when you first tried it.
Dan, any advice to Todd here? I feel like as a person that's tried a lot of whiskey, you probably have better advice than.
I don't know. Maybe I just need to try more. I don't know. Yeah. Dan, do you like peated Scotch?
It's a hit or miss for me. I know the first time I tried peated Scotch, it was a little bit much for me. But excuse me, maybe I tried the wrong peated Scotch the first time, but like something has kind of led me down a peated Scotch kind of road. You know, when I tried it last time, I'm not gonna say I got like addicted to it, but like something like kept me going back for more. And I'm guessing it had to be the peat. I don't want to say it was the proof because it was very easy to drink, but I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Like,
I think it's something different. I mean, we've been doing whiskey and bourbon now for so long with so many different eventually, like beers, they start to kind of all blend and it's hard to stand out. So when I started, I got a couple bottles of Japanese whiskey, some Irish whiskey. I have like half a dozen Irish whiskey bottles. I saw, Chris posted something about the Kavalan, like Taiwanese, like sherry fish. Like I was like, man, I want to get my hands on that. The single malts have started to really captivate me. So it's almost like this gateway into something different because let's be honest, there's only so many times you can taste a whiskey that's a bourbon or rye and be like, I get rye, mint, and nutmeg. I get cinnamon, red hots, and this. There are variations of good. It's either an okay whiskey, it's a good whiskey, or it's a great whiskey, but they got a lot of the same similar profiles. Yep. So to expand that palate a little bit more makes it fun to kind of broaden this whiskey horizon because there are so many different flavors out there and proof points too. So you have to kind of take that into consideration when you're trying. So I do want to get into Scotch, and I have 4 or 5 Scotch bottles, non-peated, mind you, but I'm enjoying them. So it's almost like I really kind of want to dip my toes into the peated world just a little bit to see if I can tolerate it and move in.
Yep.
I do have to say, if you look at the entire spectrum of whiskey, right? Bourbon, rye, American, single malts, and then you go into peated whiskey has the most dynamic flavor profile of all of them, in my personal opinion. You can go through your standard sweet flavors, and bourbon's the profile it's like this big, and you get into peated whiskey, and it could like be here. But you have to get over just the initial peat flavors and be able to get past it to taste the rest of it, and that just takes experience. I personally didn't like beer the first time I drank it in high school, but we drank it. Now I love beer. But it's something like but I was introduced to it with peated whiskey, just like Sean was saying. I was introduced to peated whiskey when I was in high school, in college. So I started drinking it then. So I already had a taste for it. I'm like, I used to drink it, I like it, and now I was able to get over the initial peat bump earlier. I don't know if you guys can get over it or not, but
the more you drink it, the more your palate becomes adjusted. I mean, it's just about.
So to Andy and Todd both, I will say one thing that's interesting to me about Scotch, and specifically peated Scotch for me, is that what I like about peated Scotch is that there's a much more there's more depth of flavor at lower proof compared to most American whiskeys. Like so there's a lot more going on, at least in my mind, at say 80 to 90 proof than you would find in an 80 to 90 proof American whiskey usually. So, and it's because of that higher age typically that you find on Scotches. And there's a lot of other factors, but, and so when I want something to kind of just chill with and just kind of kick back and something that's not going to, kind of, mess up the rest of my day, let's say, then like a low proof, peated Scotch is great because I can have that and still can keep going throughout my day. Whereas typically, if I want that same kind of experience from a bourbon, I'm usually going higher proof.
I think that's an interesting point too, Sean, because it is like that with ryes and whiskeys. When the more you drink, the more you want as much kind of in your face flavor explosion as you can, and that tends to come with the higher proof. Right. So you find yourself going higher and higher and higher to the point where if you get a good 95 proof bourbon or rye, it's a damn good pour because most of the time you want to mask it. And I forget who said it, but they said, be careful, the higher the proof, the more you can mask the deficiencies in the whiskey. That's what I think would be interesting about Scotch, right? Because if that's the case, then you can get through it. You can still pull all these flavors. That would be pretty neat to do. So I'm in. It's tough. Yeah.
Also, Scotch changes dramatically with a drop or two of water. Some do. Most do. Some don't. But
here's my problem. Here's the other problem.
You can sit there with a dram, put drops in, and it could be a completely different experience. You could be an hour, 2 hours, just sitting with 2 ounces.
This is the honest. So Andy, when he got me into, we were home brewers. We were all about beer, and we started drinking barrel aged beers. That's how we got into whiskey, trying to find out why we loved barrel aged beer so much, right? So we went to the next step was the whiskeys. And Andy started saying, "Oh, you got to try this whiskey," and I hated it. It was too much for me. But he kept pushing it on me, and I actually eventually acquiesced, and I loved it. I loved like the whiskeys that you were bringing over, and it was like first off, like Larceny, just regular small batch. I loved it, and it went to barrel proofs and whatever. But the point, where was it, Kathy? My point is, I think like, and maybe I'm a little bit off on the peated Scotch. Maybe I need to try it again and just try to get through that. And like Chris says, just get through it, and you can find these other flavors. All I taste when I have a peated Scotch is those flavors that I don't love.
But it's not smoke. It's like
no, it's
smoke
not smoke.
is fun.
It's like a burnt.
I love that campfire note. That peat has something very distinct.
Yes,
that you can separate a smoky note from a peated note. Now I know that the two can kind of be the same when it comes to peated, but if you're doing a non-peated smoky whiskey, completely different profile.
Yeah,
and it's much more accessible, I think, than straight up a heavy peated Scotch. That being said, it's like anything else. The more I think you're exposed to it, obviously, the more you're going to become accustomed to it and tune it out. But it's a very distinct. It's one of the most distinct flavor notes of anything that you drink in spirits. So you have to either like it or not like it, and then just start to get through it. That's the problem.
another note that I've picked up in Scotch is that briny note. You don't get that with anything else other than Scotch. For me, is that like that briny note, and it's very unique, and I actually enjoy that, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Except for the thing I'm going to send you guys. I'll send it to you too, Dan. It's on the way.
What are you sending?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh. Live stream blind.
That's
Eric,
right.
What is Eric's thoughts on peated Scotch?
I've never had a peated Scotch.
Exactly. Man of exactly.
I'm trying to figure out why Eric likes you, and it's scaring me a little bit.
Eric,
I'm curious because I sent you a bunch of Texas stuff. Have you gone through those?
What did I get? I got into some of them, not all of them, because I've gotten like an influx of samples. And
I got you. Okay.
And the last little bit here.
We haven't have we?
So I had
yes, we have.
Okay, good.
I had the Still Austin, the cast strength, not the Nancy Fraley, but
last week.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what you think about it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, like when you drink Texas, like you can definitely tell like there's something distinctly like unique about the flavor profile. Like no doubt,
different country, man.
Can I say something real quick?
I mean,
Mr. Great Shot, Mark.
What's going on, Mark?
And I think actually, Sean, you've had this bottle already. He sent it to you. The Nancy Fraley January Still Austin single barrel pick.
No, so I have the November. I don't have the January.
Oh, the January. How good is that?
Fantastic.
It's got to be fantastic. Sean?
So I have the November pick.
It's not good?
No, it made my whiskeys of the year. So yes, it's very good.
We have the January pick.
Still Austin, as they get more time under their belt,
God. It's
is
amazing.
going to hands down be the best whiskey out of Texas, bar none.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just going to say it right now because they're young and their own juice is already good. I mean, they've got a 2-year cast strength that's a great pour already. And
so, I mean, I called to your point, Andy. I called last year. Their standard cast strength, best $50 bottle on the market.
Absolutely.
Well, here's the problem, though. I just saw on Sealbacks a single barrel pick from Sealbacks for $79. I can go to Total Wine at cast strength. I know it's not single barrel for $49.
That's so great.
That's a great pour.
It's a great pour.
That's $50 bottle on the market.
And Nancy's picks now we're in that 4 to 5 year mark where you're starting to get like you can start to see the difference between your $40 cast strength and your $99 distillery only. And it's worth every penny.
Yeah, well,
because you can pay a lot more. So I'm telling you right now, and I'll be out in Austin again in May. I'm going to buy a couple bottles of them.
Anything Nancy does, you buy. You buy.
It's good stuff. And they're
I don't have a pick from Still Austin for the cast strength, but I do have just their standard version of the cast strength.
Yeah,
that's still a great bottle.
$49. It's amazing for $49.
That's a fantastic.
You want to sit around a campfire one night with your friends and pass a bourbon around? That's a perfect pour.
I mean, if you're doing a video on like the top $50 barrel strength whiskeys under $50.
there.
There you go.
That's it right there. It's amazing.
And look, I like Balcones. I think it's I think they're good. I think Garrison Brothers is slightly overrated.
Yeah.
But there's good
Very.
stuff coming out. There's good stuff coming out of Texas. But
Hell
I think
yeah.
still Austin is going to be
See,
the cream of
Andy,
the crop.
Yep.
Ethan from Church and Dance and Katie.
Andy, Iron Root is pretty good too.
Yeah.
It's not as accessible around here, so it's a
Yeah,
little bit
it's
tougher
not.
to get.
Yeah,
your hands on,
that's
but
the
yeah.
hard part. Yep.
And Jay, look, Jay, are you in Texas? Is Jay Hauser in Texas? It's a great place to visit. You've been there.
I've been out. If we have Texas people next time I go out, I'd love to get together because
Well, Mr. Great.
I'm doing my tour. I'm meeting
That's
people
right.
next week as I go out on my Midwest tour.
JG.
So I'm gonna meet JG, I'm gonna meet Jimmy out in Arkansas, I'm gonna meet JG out in Iowa.
Yeah,
As I do my tours, I would love
This
to
guy,
have a
this
drink
guy.
with people.
that'd be so cool if you got to meet up with him, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
See, Todd thinks Todd. You think Todd's a social one, right? But
I don't have a
hey,
job that puts me in,
you
whatever.
I'm not as antisocial as people think.
That's true. That is actually true. That's true. You're actually very social. You hate people. That's the only problem.
I just have to play.
I feel
second
that.
cook
I
as we
feel that
talk so
very,
much.
very deeply, Andy.
I talk so much.
Yeah, Todd talks a lot, so I have to kind of just step back and let him do his thing. and,
Okay.
you know.
Chris, you hear that?
But Eric, we'll continue our conversation later.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt
It's
Todd
fun.
from speaking with his Uber driver.
I'm not responding.
Which was evidently Chris. I didn't realize. that.
And Chris, I think it's fair now after tonight and everything that's happened. I think it's fair that you keep that GTS
evidently.
sample. Yeah,
Probably was his
calling
bottle.
you the
His
Uber
bottle was.
driver.
I hope he already drank it. No, he's going to get it.
Oh, God dang it. There it is.
Top
Yeah.
shelf too.
That seems like fair payment,
Chris,
given that you were the Uber
I
driver.
don't- Name your price. Just pour that thing right
You know,
now and
he-
drink it. Just drink it.
Do it.
Just drink it. Just drink it.
It's
Whatever.
Chris is a good guy.
Whatever
Whose
it's
bottle?
like.
Whose bottle was it? Whose bottle was it?
It doesn't matter whose bottle it was.
If you don't remember, we're not bringing it up.
I would drink it. Chris, you should drink it and refill it with something.
It was Dan's bottle. It was Dan's
Take
bottle. It was definitely
your
Dan's
worst
bottle.
bourbon and refill
It
it
was
after you
Dan's
drink
bottle.
it.
It was Dan's bottle. It was definitely Dan's bottle.
The funny part was I never reached out to Todd and said, "Hey, I have your bottle."
No, he
I was
didn't.
just going to keep it here till he
Yeah.
actually remembered.
I forgot.
Okay.
Now he called me the Uber driver. I don't think he's getting it back.
He called every Uber driver.
Exactly.
I know you guys have my whiskey.
So here's what's funny to me is that Todd remembered that he left the sample behind, but did not remember who drove him home.
No. It was one of my good friends, Chris. I don't remember that.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's be honest. We were all a bit hot that night.
Oh yeah.
It happens. It happens.
It was a skirmish. We were
Bobby
shocking
McDaniel
Fort
says he
Hill.
poured the Lagavulin 16.
Ooh, Bobby, what a guy.
I have that. It's a fantastic pour.
Is it
So-
H says he lives in West Virginia.
No.
I usually travel to Austin at least once a year for work. Always
Nice.
stay
Really?
right down the street from
Jay
Stella.
Hauser.
I can tell you.
Yeah, it's a small place too. Jay knows it's a small place, but it's a nice little tour. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Kathy put her label upside down. I probably did too.
So, Chris, I have to ask you, as an Uber driver, does anybody, like, once they get to their destination, does anybody spend as much time at the destination as Andy does
That's
with
true.
you in the car?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Why did I know that was coming?
That's,
Why
a
did
good
I know?
point. That's a good point.
Now,
He likes to talk when he's drunk. He likes to talk.
I was waiting for my next pickup, but he just kept talking, so we sat there for 30 minutes.
He's a chatty catty.
in my defense, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Are we still on?
yeah.
We are still on.
We're still on, buddy. You want to hop off?
No, no, hell no, whatever.
All right.
No.
We're only 3 hours in, man. We're all right.
People still enjoying this? I don't
Yeah,
know.
we had 22 in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
It's Monday night. I mean, it's it's still. I mean, it's late, but it's fine.
I mean, let me ask you guys this. So, Chris, if you had to say your top whiskeys of 2020, what was the top whiskeys that you tried in 2022, Chris? I know Sean did his and Dan did his. Chris, what were your top whiskeys? You don't have to say just one or two or three.
One of the Willets I got, and then the 2022 Four Roses Ellie was mind blowing.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually, in the blind that we were at the Graves, it was there, and I picked it first. I think maybe Dan did too. I don't think anyone else did.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yep.
I picked it second.
There you go. Eric, how about you? What are some of your favorite bottles from 22?
Oh man, so there's a Lucky 7. It's barrel 55 that I absolutely love. It's a hitter. Then I would
What's
say,
the age statement? Is it a 14-year?
yeah, that was a 14-year.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a new 15-year, but I haven't gotten too far
I saw
into
those
that.
pictures on Discord. That was nice. That was a nice haul.
Yeah, and then of course the Maryland Heritage Series for me.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Fantastic on the
Oh,
rye
you know what's coming
side.
out next week? So, spoiler alert on Dan's. We will have Justin and George next week on a special night previewing the Pride of Indiana.
What?
Yes, what is right? We will have Justin and George on probably Wednesday night. Right? Is that right?
We know people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we will be previewing the Pride of Indiana, the 16-year-old. It's 16, right? Or is it 14? What is it? I'm sorry, I should know this.
16.
16. Thank you, Dan.
Could be 16.
It's
if I'm not
16.
mistaken.
Yeah, 16 MGP.
Yeah.
There you go.
The name is funny too. How it came.
Pride of Indiana.
So the Pride of
Yes.
Indiana is a bit of a shot at a reviewer, which is great.
Cannot wait for that. So we'll have those
that'll
guys
be
on
fun.
next week.
Who claimed that the Maryland Heritage Series was a scam because
well,
it was promoting Maryland juice that was from Indiana, even though they never once said it was from Indiana.
Never once said it was.
So it was kind of funny how that came about. So yeah, so
Chris?
the Pride of Indiana has even just its name is going to be fun and unique. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're early into the game, Justin and George.
Yep.
And they're already fantastic, and they have no plans of slowing down.
Nope.
The best I think is yet to come from what they are doing.
Yep.
They're a great team. It's like
Yep.
a mad scientist and a creative genius, like going back and forth together, and great stuff on the horizon from them. So, and they're just good dudes. So,
Yep.
yeah, really cool.
Chris?
So, yeah, we'll be excited to have them on. I will be broadcasting live from the great state of Kansas. that
Kansas.
night. Yeah.
That'll be good.
Is that really where you're going to be?
Yeah,
live?
I'm going to let me see. I'm going to Missouri, to Iowa, to Kansas,
This is all for his day
all
job.
for work, and then to Arkansas. And then
Damn.
flying out of Jackson, Mississippi. So next week I have a long.
He loves every minute of it too.
I'm like
I
Tommy
believe it.
Boy on the
I
road.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be here at the 290 bar.
Go figure. Todd's going outside of a 15-mile radius. That's where he
Exactly.
goes.
Dan, if you want to come in,
Ah,
cool.
if you coming, man, let me know.
Yeah, come on over. It's all good. You're like literally right down the street.
Just bring it.
I am. I'm right around the corner, man. I'm not trying to get in trouble though.
How funny would that be if Dan came in and took your spot?
I'd be totally fine.
I can't take Andy's
I'm gonna be hanging out with JG, who's a better looking bald man in Iowa. So
All right.
we'll be
I get you.
competing to see who wins.
I get you.
I can't take Andy's spot, man.
That's true.
It actually would be cool to have all three of you on the same stream, though. That'd be. I mean,
Well,
we're doing that already, but
we know
We
Justin
can
George,
do
right?
that. You mean in one spot? We can do that one night. We'll figure that
Hell
out.
yeah. I can't wait. And Chris, you probably know this. There's single barrels that are coming out. That's like I can't wait for that.
The honey barrels.
Right? I mean, that's the thing. They have these honey barrels of these, 14, 15, 16-year-old. Well, actually the rise, I can't wait. The
let's see it,
14-year-old
Joe.
If you really think about it, right? Like,
All right, Joe. There you go.
if you really think about it, right? Like you look at well, I guess I'll just go ahead and say it. So you look at like Old Carter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you're not even seeing old age stuff like that coming out from them anymore. Right? You're seeing stuff that's like 7 to 8 year blends of MGP. For them to get an MGP blend of that age is
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You have to understand. I'm going to tiptoe lightly on saying this, but there is power in marketing.
sure 100%.
And Mark and Sherry are two of the kindest people you ever meet.
They're
But they're
awesome.
out there
But,
and they're
yeah.
accessible.
Yeah.
The accessible part is immensely powerful in selling whiskey. It just is.
Yeah,
And on top of it, they've got fantastic juice to back it up. But
but
they are out there. They're accessible. So whether you are a tiny channel like 21090 or whether you're something giant like, the Bourbon Junkies, they're accessible. They will embrace you and take you in.
Yeah.
So to do something like what they're doing with the syndicate is completely different because you've got to do something even bigger. And so the fact that they pulled in like the Maryland Heritage Series and like the Laurely and now the Pride of Indiana,
14, 16-year-old
it's
juice.
pretty impressive because you're going to charge a premium, but you're going to have something unique and different.
The first Mount Vernon, $199 for 14-year-old MGP rye.
Yeah,
I just got done talking to Chris over at Big Lee Bourbon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hold on a second. Let me find this really quick.
While you're looking, I kind of disagree with you a little bit. You look at Blue Run. Blue Run bottles are sitting on the shelf now. They spend so much money in marketing.
That's true.
And the bottles. I mean, we can go anywhere in Maryland right now and pick up a bottle, and they're overpriced.
Hold on, I'm going to tread lightly on Blue Run because Dan's about to have him on. But
no, and that's fine. And this is no disrespect to Blue Run, but I think there's a distinct difference between the personality that comes from Mark and Sherry and the Nike backed dollars that come from Blue Run. It's different. It's a different type of personal connection that you get with Old Carter. So
I agree.
I think it's completely different.
Hold on,
Blue Run is. Go ahead.
I would say Old Carter though their juice backs it up.
Well,
correct.
Some people like Blue Run. I'm not a huge Blue Run fan.
We are not. Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that I haven't tried everything they've had.
I haven't either.
Old Carter,
when you try it in a blind, it'll change your mind. And I did that, right?
Right.
But so listen to this, right? So Chris over at Big Lee Bourbon said, would love to hear your thoughts on Oak Carter Bourbon Batch 14. 7 to 8 year MGP bourbon that is 99% corn, 1% malted barley at 125 proof. So it's not considered MGP like whiskey. $299.99 a bottle, $300 a bottle.
Shit.
Right?
That went up.
Right. So basically, even with the second barreling, because I know how much these barrels came from because the price was blah blah blah. 4 to 60-year-old whiskey, we're buying at a minimum of 10 barrels. So essentially, being told we should pay $300 for a 7-year because it's a blend of good MGP with the mash bill at a sixth of the price. Does this mean that Magnus should be cigar blend? Should be up to 600 because it uses 14-year and maybe even higher because
I was so with you on this, Dan. And I think that's my point. I think this is sales in general. Sometimes you buy, or most of the time you're buying people over product.
Yeah.
Now, when you go into a liquor store, you're just whatever. You taste something, you're like, I'll like it, I'll take it. But when you start getting to know the people behind the magic, you will pay more for something you don't necessarily have to because you're buying the people.
Agree.
Mark and Sherry are two of the most charismatic, kind, and awesome people out there.
Agree.
So they can throw that price tag on something. People say, I'll buy it because Mark and Sherry's name's on it.
Yeah.
You go with somebody else who you don't know from Adam, and they throw a price tag on it. You're like, well, wait a minute. I'm not paying that much for a 9-year MGP, right? Well, it changes the ball game. So I think they're brilliant in their accessibility because they're a 2-person operation that has been able to do something incredible. Does it mean that they can't overcharge? Yeah, they sure as hell can, and people will pay it.
Yes,
it goes back to the reputation.
Yeah,
it goes back to the reputation of the people that are selling it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the. And
play devil's advocate there with that.
I agree with you, Andy. Like it, but it's. You look at the Maryland Heritage series. There have been ones that I've really liked and ones that I thought that weren't the best. But that's just the nature of the beast. All the old Carters, mostly I've liked, but there's been ones that I haven't liked and ones that I've liked a lot. I mean,
Chris,
like
what old Carters do you love? I love the American whiskeys and ryes.
Let Chris finish.
Yeah,
the bourbons and the ryes.
Yeah.
Looking at Blue Run, I have hitters. I have single barrels in here that are phenomenal. That I would put in a blind, just like Dan was saying, that would surprise you, and they would be like, "Oh my goodness, I just picked that." But for the most part, it's just over marketed.
Yeah,
I think the Old Carter brand markets themselves well, but their product backs up why people are buying it. I'm really hoping the Maryland Herald series, the product backs up why people are buying it.
I
even
think
though the
that's
marketing's great.
100% fair, because part of the problem is people also become biased in a good or a bad way based upon their first couple impressions of a bottle. Case in point, my first couple of O'Carters were amazing, and I was like, so you almost want to go back and try something else. I remember we had 4 or 5 different Mackenzies. I've only liked one bottle from them. It was one of the best bottles I've ever had in my life. Everything else I didn't want to drink.
Oh no!
Now,
Get that out.
now hold on. The blue runs, the 3 blue runs that I've bought, I haven't liked them. That doesn't mean that there's a ton of good blue run out there. I just haven't tried it yet. So
yeah.
Part of it is being open-minded, to continue trying something for someone else.
Dan's got something
before.
up here, and I've gone up. So I bought batch 1 of Hidden Barn, and I hated it for $89, and I won't buy another one until. So there you go, Dan. Go ahead.
This is trash.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I don't like it at all.
I'm sorry.
Terrible. I gave it to him in a blind, and he's like, "What is this crap?"
I'm sorry. This is.
It was $85.
Yeah, this is trash. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
I just it's.
Yeah. Did you buy batch 2 or batch 3 that they put out?
I didn't buy anything else.
No, exactly.
I was done after this first batch.
John, do you agree? Have you tried this stuff?
I've not, but I mean, I've heard plenty of terrible reviews to not buy it.
See, and that's the problem. If they start putting out good stuff, the people who are on that initial onboarding are going to be like, I'm not spending the money.
I'm not buying one until I hear somebody say this is that I trust to say this is amazing.
And that's what happened to me with Blue Run. My first 3 bottles I tried, I was like, nope. In fact,
but you
it's
paid
funny.
High price too.
I did. Same with Forgate. You love Forgate. I have not been as impressed with Forgate as Todd has.
Vehemently about Forgate.
Forgate. So I have not been a giant Forgate fan.
We don't agree with that at all. I love Forgate. It's Blind Tonight.
Blind Tonight was good.
Forgate is number 1.
Yeah, so I mean,
it didn't lose to a Jim Beam for me, but that, yeah.
Gotta try it.
There it is.
No, like I mean, so with this Hidden Barn, like you know that you're not going to get more age.
No.
Right with the next batch, like it's still
it's like 2 months later. Batch 2 came out. I'm like, why am I buying that? I didn't like batch 1.
So,
why would I buy
that? With Blue Run, right? Like, so I sent Katie and Ethan a sample of the Emerald Rye. So the Emerald Rye that's their own stuff. Yeah. That is their own distillate. Yeah. It's not sourced. It's like that's their own stuff. That stuff is pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that stuff is pretty good. And I mean Ethan had it first in his blind when we tried it. So like that stuff is good, but again, I mean the whole marketing standpoint, like that we talk about, like I get it. But like their own stuff, like that that Emerald Rye is pretty good stuff. So,
are they contract distilling at Castle and Key? Is that what they're doing?
They are. Well, they were a contract distilling out of Castle and Key. Like I mean, if it's higher age than what it should be, it's contract distilled. But at that 4-year age range, like that's their own stuff. That's out of Georgetown.
Chris, what are you drinking? Is that one of the single barrels?
It is their 13.5-year-old single barrel cast strength.
Probably pretty good.
It's amazing. Bottled in 21, April of 21.
We've never had that.
Well, that's what I mean.
Where'd you get that, Chris?
It came in some sort of black box with like a.
That's high age Barton, man.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah,
it's high age Barton. It's the same thing as Lucky 7.
My point is they did really good marketing. They had source juice before. Now they're trying to distill their own and get into that whole thing. And it's they did a really good marketing job, but now they're not. The juice isn't living up to the hype. Is what they bottled before. Yeah. They had a 14-year-old, which is amazing. I had 3 bottles of it. It was absolutely amazing. I couldn't get any more of it. This single barrel that I have is absolutely amazing. But this was 2 years ago.
Yep.
This stuff, the emerald, what was it?
Right. Emerald Rye.
I didn't care for it.
And that's the
bottle. Young. I mean, it's still young. It's only 4 years old.
But it's such a transition, right? So you're
And it's a heavy price tag to pay for something that's just
it
not
is a premium
there.
price.
Exactly.
That's the key to it.
I
So if you're
I saw
talking
a
about
bottle of
you
that
did-
Emerald Rye for 109 that I couldn't pull the trigger on.
No.
Even after seeing your stream and like everybody liking it, I was like,
It's too high.
109. Yeah,
What
I
is
can't
Joe-
do it.
What
Like,
is Joe Graves talking about? He said just like Hidden Barn, Todd, right, Todd? And then he said just like Castle and Key. What do you, Joe Graves? What are you mentioning? What did I say? I'm just saying I've had from Blue Runs from you, and it was okay for the price paid. I didn't love it. Hidden Barn, I bought batch 1. I could not. For
So
85
guys,
bucks,
during our meetup, I'll bring the Emerald Rye if you guys want to try it. Like, I'll bring it. We can drink it. So
Yeah, be cool.
yeah, I mean it's
I don't know.
again, their marketing is very different, right? So but
It's very good.
Dan, let me ask you this:
It's very good.
Having tried all 3 of the Origin series from Bardstown, what is your hope for them moving forward?
that they put out single barrels of the rye.
We haven't had the rye, so
Yeah,
and have you tried a single barrel of the rye?
I haven't, but I want to.
Well,
You gotta
Dan, what
check
do you
your
think of
samples, buddy.
Did you not like the bottle and bond and the and the
I
bourbon?
did. Yeah, I mean the bottle and bond again, I think was so their regular expression, their 94 proof.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. That was probably my least favorite out of all of them. And then the bottle and bond weeded bourbon was the second, and then the rye was the first.
And that's 95.5, right?
Yeah, it's 95.5, but it's their own mash bill.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's not MGP.
Right.
And that's the whole thing that I talked about is like we become so accustomed to a 95.5 mash bill from MGP. We're all of us right here, right, are used to that profile.
Yep.
We're all used to MGP, right? But put that into a blind, and I think it'll surprise you. I did myself, and it surprised me. I didn't put it on a stream or anything like that, but like
you got that early, like that's not even out yet. So
yeah, it'll release in March, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was really good stuff. It's very viscous, very flavorful, very, very different from that traditional 95.5 profile. That spicy kind of fruitiness. It's very different, and I think like when you go into that profile, like you have to think outside the box because, I mean, typically like we're all so used to a 95.5 profile, and it is not an MGP profile. It is not even close. So like you have to go into it with an open mind. Like this is something different, right? So
that is exciting to me because I'm so tired of 95.
I swear to you, man, like that's the biggest thing for me, right? Is like, yeah, it's very different from that traditional MGP profile. Like, but you have to think about it that way when you go into it. Like, you can't think that it's going to be MGP because it's not. Like, this is somebody else's profile, right? So, just be open-minded when it comes time to taste it because it is not an MGP profile, but it's really good whiskey, man. And then at that single barrel level, I don't know what it tastes like because I haven't tried it yet, but looking forward to it. So
I really overthought this blind. I feel like coming into it and preparing for it.
I think I just fucked you guys really bad, man.
No.
It was good times, Dan.
I really thought that you might throw in some of the rye from Bardstown.
Yeah.
So I was drinking a single barrel of some Bardstown that was at cast strength just to like familiarize myself with, make sure I was fresh on that profile and that I could potentially pick it out at 100 proof.
It's again, I mean, for me, it's a very good profile. So
blinds are so difficult though because
blinds are so hard, dude.
On top of the fact that it's blind, but when you're doing it with a larger group of people like we're doing now, and you're hearing other people talk, every time you hear something else, you second guess it.
Yep.
Wait a minute, two people just said rye. Should
that
I have rye?
influence from them.
And you and then you take another smell. You're like, well, maybe I'm getting a hint of like grass notes on that. Maybe that is right, but I don't know. Wait a minute, someone said finish. Oh, Chris said it was a bourbon. Like, and so all of a sudden, like, it's mental games with you when you do this, which is very weird.
It's like crap.
So you gotta have your poker face on and just kind of stick to what you think you're doing. And
I try to keep.
So when people say they're preparing, like I hear this all the time, but people preparing for the skirmish. I don't think you can. I don't think you can prepare for that because when you're drinking something, you know what you're drinking. It's very hard to prepare for a blind when you're not blind. It's just that's the way it is.
Batman is
so
for you, man.
I'm not doing that, but whatever. So
yeah, I mean, for this blind again, like I knew, like we had a lot of good palettes on the channel, so I was like, you know what, I really have to like switch it up, and I had to send you guys some stuff that's gonna like fuck with you, right? So and I did. I think it messed with you guys a little bit, man. To be honest with you.
I don't even know what a rum profile is, so like,
I don't either. Yeah,
I'm going to tell you.
He didn't put one rum in there. That's the funny part. He put 0 rums in there.
That's 0. But I did that because like I want you guys to think I did, right?
And
because if I didn't, I think like you guys probably would have figured it out. So.
And I still say that rye is rum finished.
It's not.
It's so weird on the finish.
I said to myself, I was like, if that's not rum, it's rye. But it's so weird that I can't guess rye on it.
That thing is so weird. That is the weirdest rye I've ever had in my life.
So let me give you a really quick embarrassing story that I'll tell you about rum.
I thought it was going to be about Todd.
And Todd may or may not have been there, but we were 23 years old, maybe 22, 23 years old. We're in Fells Point in Baltimore, and and my buddy Todd, my buddy Brent, we would go out. We would have some drinks at the bar. He was a bear of very little brains, but this one was smart. So he went to the bartender, and there was this really cute girl at the end of the bar. He went to her and he said, "Look, I'm going to get you a shot of water, and I'm going to get my buddy a shot of 151 rum. And I'm going to have you bring it over to him and say, hey, I saw you across the bar." And, just to kind of get him excited. And then, of course, laugh when he makes a face like a little schoolboy. And then, you can turn him down. Of course, the girl's all game for it. So she comes over. She's like, hey, I noticed you from across the bar. I get this Captain Morgan's 151 or whatever it was. And she has her water. She's like, let's do a drink together. And she slings it back, no issues. And I'm like, what the hell is this slopping foam? Trying my best not to just kind of like.
I thought it was a 3 Wise Men.
And that was a different one. I have plenty of nights, but so
Johnny, Jim, and Jack.
So that was the last. That was the last time I had done rum. That's literally the last time I drank rum straight until I went to Fish Paws and did the rum.
You did 3 Wise Men.
I did 3 Wise. Yeah,
we tricked him into that too, Dan.
You have enough stories with me in my youth. I'm sure you could.
I'm
you could
glad
fill
that
a book
Dan knows what 3 Wise Men is.
Yeah, I do.
So Brent, if you're out there,
he's not watching.
I know he's not, but yeah.
Anyway, Brent Powell. Oh, Kathy Graves. Yes, Brent Powell. That's exactly what it is. Exactly who it is.
As soon as I said "bear of little brains," she knew exactly who it was.
Oh, man. Hey, so we're gonna get together. Well, Sean, not you. I'm sorry, but because you live in Kentucky. But February. What's the date, guys? February what? What is it again? February
13th and 14th.
Oh, I'm going to Kentucky this spring.
No, it's not February 13th and 14th.
Sean,
it's not.
It's 25th.
March.
No, so Andy, honestly, text me when you're going to be around this area.
I think around the March, April, I'll be in Kentucky because I have an appointment out there that I'm so
awesome, man.
Yeah. So
Are you serious?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Hopefully, we can meet up in a place and share.
My job is strange now, where I literally have carte blanche to go across the country if I can find like districts to work with. So.
You should find Mr. specifically in
February
Louisville and Bardstown.
Oh, I've already got one in
There it
Louisville
is.
and Danville are the two places that I've got some.
There you go. Yeah.
So we'll be
Danville's
good.
cool,
All right,
too.
February 25th is the next Grays meetup. There you go.
Yep.
Is that not good?
That being
Chris,
said,
is that good?
Dan, I had to get up at the
No
crack
good,
of dawn.
Chris?
I need to
Wait,
hop
stop.
off.
Chris,
Good,
no
man. All
It's
good.
delicious.
All good, buddy.
And the fact that I even mistaked it for anything in these glasses is a travesty.
What are you talking about?
Actually, really good rum.
Yep. Is that Foursquare?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Go put it up there again.
Oh God, look, hold on, keep that up.
2009.
Chris, get out of the
Shit.
way. Can we just look at your bottle collection behind you?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Got some bottles.
Chris.
Exceptional.
He's got some bottles.
I'm looking at the ECBPs off
Yeah,
to
go
Chris's
back there,
left
Dan.
shoulder
Yeah,
there.
what are you
You
doing?
need to put
Dan, go back
something
to
in
Chris.
like this, Dan, is a travesty. You should have.
Yeah.
Dan, go back to Chris. Single. I want to see his. All right, I'll be up there soon.
All right. But you know, Chris, like Andy was saying though, like these when everybody's talking, it gets in your head, you know. So
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That's
All right,
again,
we gotta
like, I mean, with this whole blind, like I felt bad saying that there was rum or American whiskey in there when there wasn't.
Don't feel bad.
But-
That's great.
Sit on a throne of lies.
Hi, Stacy. Stacy is the I can't. Stacy, I love watching her videos because she knows so much about Irish whiskey and all whiskey in general. I could listen to her all day long.
Yeah, four-leaf whiskey's good stuff.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's
All right, guys,
great.
we gotta go.
Yep. Hey guys, thank you.
We'll be live tomorrow
We
night.
Appreciate
Everybody
it.
will
Well, hey, if you feel like doing it again tomorrow, we'll see you
Yes.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we are.
Where we will give away a bottle of
Dusty Dan's.
the Dusty ones, Simply
Oh,
Dusty.
shit.
Is there any other kind?
Hold
We'll
on.
be giving
Hold
this
on.
away. So yeah.
Maybe you can autograph Dusty. What do you
Maybe
think?
so.
I will. I told you I will, man.
There it
I'll
is.
autograph it.
Autograph bottle.
Hey,
of
you
Dusty
guys-
Dan's.
I've never been asked to do that, but I will gladly do it.
Well, evidently people want that.
Last
so-
thing I want to say, Dusty, is if you find yourself in a skirmish. no. That's it. I'm done.
Andy,
I'm done. So-
bitch.
Back horses at Canada. No, wait. No, I'm done. I'm not gonna do any fucking skirmish. Nope. I'm done.
America.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Winnipeg.
Not
Cheers,
being sorry.
We'll
guys.
see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
See you later.
All right, fellas.
Hey guys.
Oh, that's so funny. Guys, thanks for so much for hanging out, man.
Yeah,
everybody else have a
thank
go?
you, Dan, for putting it together.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun, man. So,
Even though I sucked, I had a great time.
dude, it's not even about sucking, man. It's really not. Like, this is a hard blind. And I thought really hard about putting this together. So it has nothing to do with sucking at all. Like, this was hard. For me, to be honest with you, like if I were given this blind, I would have shit the bed, dude. Like, I honestly, like, I'll be honest with you, like, this is hard. And I really sat and thought about this blind, like how hard it would be, because I knew there was good palettes on this blind. So I was like, you know what, I can't go off easy. So I had to go hard, man. So
Yeah,
I called it correctly for myself. I said I either crushed it or I shit the bed, and I'm pretty sure it's the latter. So
it was hard, man. Yeah.
It was
But
a lot
again,
of fun.
I think it was the questions that I asked, right? I think it was those additional categories that I added, right? That American whiskey, that rum, that kind of like threw people through the loop, right? But again, like that's the kind of questions I got asked during Mad Madness, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I got asked what a Crown Royal was. I haven't had Crown Royal since I was like 17 years old, man. Like, I had no idea, no clue what Crown tasted like. So
What made
that
it
was
even
one of
more
my favorites.
difficult? What made it even more difficult was the bottles were all kind of off profile too.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly. That's what I was about to
That's
say.
So
why
I
I had
got double fucked on that
Yeah.
one. So
So,
yeah,
It
I
was-
mean,
it was a lot of fun,
That's
and
what I said.
I
I really thought about like what I was sending you guys and like what to ask during it. So like this is probably one of my most like well put together blinds for you guys, for anybody that I've ever done. So like I really kind of like I put it together on this one because like I knew there was really good palettes on this panel here, and like I was like, you know what, I gotta step it up, man. So,
so you had the Jim Beam, you had the 4-gate, and then you had the Stellum. What was the not the Peerless? What was that other one? That was also really off profile.
That was the Holding Station.
Yeah,
it's 100 proof. You can get it off a Seal Box. Seal Box still has it. Holding Station, 100 proof, just MGP distillate, 100%, not finished.
That is not like any MGP I've ever had.
Exactly. Right. When I tasted it, I was like, dude, nobody would know this. This is MGP. Nobody would know this is MGP. And I got this from Richie Z. He sent this to me. And as soon as I tried it, I was like, oh, shit, man. Like, this is something that could fuck with people. I had to do it.
What's interesting, too, is once you get locked in on something, like, you go with, like, so, like, me on the first one, I was just like, where it was that 90 proof rye, I was just, like, not getting much out of it. And I was just like, I think it's American. And then I was like, so, and then you said, guess the years on it and everything like that. And I'm like, anything American, like, realistically, like, if it's a single malt, like, 5 years, 4, 5, 6 years usually, like.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So I was like, I'm going American 5 years. So, like, I'm gonna hedge my bet there and totally off.
Yeah, I mean, it was 11-year, right? Where did that bottle go?
Yeah. Jim Beam was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, 11 years, man.
Yeah, and that is surprisingly good. Because like I do not like the standard release rye from Jim Beam. It's pretty awful. But that was great. Yeah,
I mean, that was to be honest with you, like, that was probably the biggest surprise bottle out of all of them that I put out there. And I mean, as far as your guys' answers though, like, three out of the 5 said rye. So I mean, you guys, I mean, 3 of you called it. I mean, Sean, you called it, Andy called it, and Chris called it.
Chris called it right away. He needed like 2 seconds to figure out it was a rye.
Yeah. Yep. The age, though, for me, like, I would never guess that's 11 years old, man. Never. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
To me, the finish gives it away. Like, there's like that bitterness on the finish from age. Yeah, but otherwise, the palate itself does not tell you it's
no way.
No way. It drank so light to me, like, it confused me.
Overholt?
The 11-year?
Fuck yeah. I love Overholt, man. You like that?
Oh my goodness, it's fantastic.
Dude, I love old Overholt, man. I have some old Overholt from like the way back wins. So that's fantastic stuff.
Pennsylvania got cases and cases of this.
Damn. That's crazy. Guys, I mean, honestly, I probably would have bought 2 bottles of that, 3 bottles of that. I love old Overholt. I think it is very underrated. So.
I bought 3.
Did you really?
Yeah. And I think, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong. If you bought it, I think it was either 70 or 80.
I did not buy that, but it's something that was not popular, and there was a bar in Philadelphia that bought like a lot of it, like something like 600 to 800 bottles of it or something like that. Ooh. Like 2 years after it got released or something crazy for some bar in Philly that just bought a shit ton of it.
It's really good.
I believe it.
All right. I got to get up at 5 a.m. I am going to tune out.
Again, everybody, thank you so much for hopping on tonight. This was a shit ton of fun, man. I hope we can do this again. Chris, thank you for hopping on. Sean, thank you so much. Eric, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. Cheers to everyone, and I hope to see you next Monday.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.